Hey, all you party people. Welcome to Troubles in Otari. We began as a beginner box stream. I'd like to think that we're advanced now. Advanced players. Perhaps we should get into the advanced player's guide. No? Too complicated. Let's stick with the beginner box rules. Let's bring out the players. Where are they? Where are my people?
Wait, what is
Hello.
What are you talking about?
What?
Yeah,
What is the advanced one?
We're not ready for the advanced ones yet. We are still in the big. We're still in the beginner box rules. All right,
Michelle, is this,
I should never have said advanced.
Michelle,
Too much, too much, too fast.
Because you know how? Never mind. I don't want to get into this.
Wait, that was real?
I do want to get into it. What are we getting into?
I'm so tired. Jim, just keep going.
I'm too tired. See, this is why we're still in the beginner box. All right, we're not advanced enough to get into it right now. Death.
Yeah.
Death.
What a concept.
Dying. Isn't that a tragedy? It is very clear to me that there is no hope for either Gristle or Ingot. I hope you guys brought backup characters because it is, I didn't even normally. You know what? Let's just get into this. All right.
Wait, what? Normally what?
We had
Normally
two.
what?
Yeah, we had.
What is the end of that
This is
sentence?
the penultimate episode. There are only 2 episodes left. This one and the next one. I don't want to sit here and read you a story. I don't want to talk about the Pathfinder beginner box that you can buy on Paizo.com. I don't want to talk about Troubles in Otari, which you can also download from Paizo.com. I just want to play Pathfinder because I'm so excited. Because this is a critical moment in the lives of half the party. Gristle dying 1. Ingot dying 2. Now we think to ourselves, Waverly, she's just gonna heal him. It's fine. There's no problem at all. Right? But what if Waverly was my sleeper agent this whole
It's
time?
not that kind of game.
Reveal yourself now, Katie. You've been in cahoots the entire season. This is the moment. Betray them for me.
Hard pass.
Oh.
Okay,
See,
well,
what you
I
didn't know
hoping.
was Thee's real name is Katie.
Oh, yes.
No way, Jim Jam. Get out of here.
Fine. I said I wanted to get into it. Let's get into it because I am excited about this episode. I just want to play some Pathfinder. I'm hyped. When we left off, as I had mentioned, Ingot on the ground, bleeding out, covered in burns and bites. Gristle, barely any better, clinging to the edge of life. But I did go through the initiative tracker. The enemies are dead. And it would be Waverly's turn next.
Oh, convenient.
So if we're picking up right where we left off, unless that betrayal plan sounded cool and you just want to jump on that.
What would that entail,
It is your
Jim Jam?
turn.
What would that betrayal plan look like for me?
You don't even have to do it. The beauty of this is you don't have to do anything. Just
Oh.
stand there and watch.
For how long?
Just watch it
For
happen.
a while.
For like 18 seconds.
Mm.
Two more rounds.
Gristle and Ingot bleed out. They might stabilize, and then you might have to get in there with the knife, but that's up to you. But you might not have to do anything. So just consider it, Katie. Consider it.
Oh God, Katie's considering it, but Waverly would never. I am going to use my 2nd level heal spell to heal. What? Why is everyone making faces?
Just yourself, because you're wounded too, right? So you want to you want to maximize the healing.
Oh
on
no,
yourself.
everyone was making faces like I was doing something wrong.
No,
I'm going to heal all of us.
I'm just being a monster.
All of us. So since we're all in a 30-foot range,
Ooh,
emanation.
Ingot was 35.
Get out of here.
I take oh wait, no, that's a 3.
No, that would be an action. No, you are within 30 feet of all your allies.
Great.
We had established that last time.
Great. I'm just gonna roll these amazing hit points that everyone's gonna get back real quick. Here we go.
Big
That's
money.
not great.
Uh-oh.
That's not great. Not gonna lie. Well, it was almost great. One of my dice rolled a 9 and the other one rolled a 1. So out of 2 d10s, it's a total of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, 10. 10, 10, 10. However, you start at 0. And so you all just, you go from 0 to 10. And the most important thing is you immediately stabilize.
Yay!
You lose the dying condition. However, you both are wounded. I believe neither of you were wounded before.
I don't
So you
think
would
so.
just be wounded 1,
Mm-hmm.
which is only relevant if you get whooped on again. If you go down again while you're wounded, then you have to you die a lot easier. It's nasty. But as I had mentioned, you were able to defeat all of the enemies.
Oh boy.
So currently, you are standing at the Giant's Wheel, which is a big lumber mill. It's the middle of the night. You were on a stakeout because vandals were coming in, terrorizing the area, breaking up and trying to burn down equipment. You find out that these vandals are none other than 2 hellhounds and this, I'm just going to say it because I've been saying furry humanoid and I don't care. He's a bugbear. This is bugbear.
Oh, that's
He
right.
takes him out
Yeah.
pretty
An
easy.
ex-bugbear.
But he's
Yeah.
awake, right? Because I blinded him
He
with
is
my
awake.
light
Now,
pebble.
you guys had say just like, because Thea like,
right.
just gets this guy right in the liver with shanks him hard. He almost goes down. But as he's dying, he's like, hey, don't kill me.
I guess
He
it would-
knows that Waverly would be incredibly upset if he killed somebody who specifically requested not to die. So he drags him out of this fog cloud that Ingot creates. You save his life. He is alive, but he is still just laying on the ground. He's watching you guys. Hasn't reached for a weapon. He seems to have surrendered.
He would technically also get 10 points of
Yes,
hit
and
points
he
back.
is some of his grievous wounds close as well. And he's just kind of watching all this happen.
I would like to lay on the ground next to him, point to Waverly, and just say very awkwardly, so she's going to ask you questions, and they're probably going to be slightly invasive. Just answer all of them. Thank you.
It's fine by me. Anything that keeps me alive is fine by me.
Okay.
And Waverly's still kind of holding her little light pebble in his face.
Oh yeah.
Why were you attacking us?
Well, because I was paid to come here.
By
Destroy what equipment I could, and you happened to be in my way. I thought that with the Hellhounds I could overcome you and complete my job.
who? Well, that wasn't very nice. But who is paying you?
It's a group of dwarves. They call themselves the Leadbuster Lads.
The Leadbuster.
I don't know them. They pay me. I'm a hired blade. Not much work for someone of my kind around these parts, as I'm sure some of you might be able to understand. I'm good at this, so I take what money I can.
So the fire wolves, what are they called? Hellhounds. They're those were not your beasts. They just were hanging
I don't have
out
the
by
power to
coincidence.
command such things. No, these dwarves, they're look, I'm used to dealing with hard people. These dwarves, they have something they're doing. I don't know much about it. I didn't ask too many questions, but they gave me some real weird vibes. Some of them, I believe, are in this for some kind of monetary opportunity. But there's at least 1 or 2 of them among their little group who truly believe in something, and whatever it is, does not mean this area well. They summon the Hellhounds, command them to accompany me and make this job easier and broaden the level of destruction I can level at this place.
did they ever mention a Lamashtu or show you any sort of symbols?
Not by name. I never heard the word Lamashtu. I'm familiar with the Mother of Monsters, though.
Ingot, do you still have that medallion? Could you show our new bugbear friend here? Maybe it'll help jog his memory.
Yes, I believe Thee has it.
Oh, okay. Whoever stole that thing.
Laying on the ground, I pull it out of my pocket.
Yes, I believe that's familiar to me. I think at least one of them held something very similar to that. Used it to call on the Hellhounds. Yes.
Where
Okay, so
would
maybe...
we find the Leadbuster lads?
They always came to me. They're a careful bunch. I can't tell you where they are, but what I can tell you is perhaps somewhere they might be. I will agree to tell you if you agree that when I'm done, I get up and walk away.
Of course, but you have to admit that there are better opportunities for work that don't involve ruining an entire town's equipment here. Perhaps you could find work helping people instead of hurting them.
Well, perhaps for someone like you, that's true. You may find that when you are a bugbear in parts like this, options are more limited.
You seem skilled, if misguided. Perhaps there may be work for you in the future with us.
As long as you don't
Perhaps.
cross us again, that is.
I would argue that I have yet to cross you at all. But
He failed.
if you're ever looking for a hired blade, that is what I do and how I make my living.
Well, can't we just hire you to take care of the dwarves then, and we can just, watch or...
We might want to take a different approach.
I'm just saying, it would be the easiest of two things.
I'm afraid after what I've seen they're capable of, I will not be offering my services to go up against them. If you are foolish enough to attempt it, that is your business and not mine.
These dwarves are trying to destroy the entire town, is sort of what the whole Lamashtu thing's about. So
I don't believe it's about the entire town. I believe that they're attempting to disrupt competitive business. They wanted me to destroy equipment here to disrupt operations. And with your assurances that I can go, I will tell you the next reason I believe that this is, for at least some of them, an issue of business. Dirty business, but business nonetheless.
fine, we will let you. Yes, I believe Waverly has shown you great kindness in healing you when the rest of us were about to kill you. FYI, we could do it again. We could always change our minds later on down the path. So you can walk away now. Don't cross us again. The one thing you do have to do, though, I reach into my bag. I grab a bunch of flyers from my dad's pickle place.
Yes.
Drop these off everywhere. And if you don't, I'll know.
This is your first test as an employee.
No
Yes,
payment, though.
there
Just
is
the
a
gift of life.
Waverly
Bugbear
reaches-
Community Center, and I will drop these flyers off.
Waverly reaches in her bag and finds like a gold coin and hands it to him.
Oh, I do believe that you deserve payment if you're going to work for us.
That better not be from the company stash, Waverly. I'm just saying that. Now, we gave him the gift of life. That's worth more than all the gold in Otari.
Please tell us where these dwarves are.
Yes, I believe that the deal has been satisfied to my satisfaction, so I will tell you the information and drop these flyers off when I go to church
Excellent.
on Thursday.
That's strange. That seems strange for everybody.
The dwarves themselves. Sorry, I missed what you said, Gabe.
He
Did you say
is
something?
just confused what's happening because he doesn't
Oh,
understand.
okay.
He doesn't get context clues, so everyone's being weird.
Everybody is being weird. I don't think that's a
Yeah.
fee thing. It's just everybody's. The dwarves had plans to attack another lumber camp. I overheard them talking about it. Tomorrow, or perhaps the next day, Further down the Granary Road to the east, there's a place called the Engelholds Lumber Camp, a company they mean to attack directly. This, I don't believe, is any nighttime raid for equipment. I believe they mean to slaughter the loggers themselves.
Oh, we must stop
That's
it then.
super bad. Wow, you really should have led with that one instead of the whole. Okay, all right.
You were paid to do this job, correct?
I was paid to disrupt operations here. I was not part of their plan for the camp. They
Were
did not
you-
even mean for me to know about it. It's just something I overheard them talking about when they didn't know I was listening.
Were you given your full compensation up front?
I was given half up front, and I will write off the rest as a business expense. After all, I was given the gift of my life.
But the other half of your payment, you would have had to set up a rendezvous point, would you not?
They would often contact me with different places to meet, never the same place twice. They're a very secretive bunch.
I see. Ingetsies.
Well then, thank you for this information. We have to go and help those loggers.
Oh, yes.
How soon did it seem like they were going to start murdering? Like right now, like tonight? This is a
He said
week-long
within
plan.
a day or two.
Within the next 2 days, I don't know exactly, but I know it's imminent. You would be wise to make a move soon if you intend to stop them.
Well, team, what do we say?
Waverly still has her like little light pebble in his face, and she
Not sure.
realizes
I
it and is
just-
like,
I disagree that one life is without the gold in Otari. I just wanted to bring that back.
I
Getting
see.
ahead of yourself. But,
This is the problem, yes.
But
Point
to be
of order.
honest, he knows where they are. We have the advantage of surprise. They think he came and did this thing. If we act fast, we can be like, "Oh, we're dwarves. We did this thing. We sent that person. They succeeded." And then we show up and stab them, and then we win, and then we're heroes.
Sounds like a plan.
Very good plan. Except that a lot of us are a little injured. Some of us, half of us, 2, 3/4, I want to say, is the fraction, are a little. We could do it useful at least with a short rest.
Yes.
It is the middle of the night as well.
Perhaps.
we should let him go now.
Oh, right, yeah.
right.
What was your name again, Bugbear?
Lurok.
Urok.
Lorok?
Lurok.
All right, Lorok. Make sure you drop off those flyers, gift of life, all that good stuff. And if you would like to join us in aiding the loggers at some point, if you have a change of heart, that would be super cool. Meet you there.
Cool.
Yes.
Yes, that's me. That's what I look like. I have a really cool sword.
It's not great.
Just
It's not
regular
a
one.
great sword like that one is.
I don't know. All right, you may go. Do your tasks, and again, if you wish to help us later, you may. If you wish to hide like a coward, that's cool too. Your life is your own.
As he's walking away and you mention, hide like a coward, he turns back and he says, perhaps you're right. Perhaps I should step up. Perhaps it's not the people of Otari who have left me behind, but it is I who have left the people of Otari. And at that moment, he steps into one of the spike traps.
No!
And the spikes shoot up and his heart goes popping out of the back of his chest and pale spikes. He explodes in a shower of gore just as he was about to have a turn of heart and join the side of good. It's a real shame.
Jim, do you really not want any NPCs to help us ever? What's going on? You're so adverse to it.
He didn't say no. He just laughed.
These spike traps are intense.
No, that he doesn't die horribly in a spike trap. I just thought.
Thank God.
But he also does not agree to swoop in and save anybody. He
I
just
could-
wanders off into the darkness.
All right. I was gonna say I could have rolled something for that to give you options, but
Oh, Gristle.
I believed you. Sorry.
Since we've been awake for quite some time, should we return and get some rest before we go come up with our plan?
Yes, I think it would be important for all of us to regroup back at headquarters, get a little bit of sleep before launching into probably the biggest battle, the what is this group called again? Monster Hunters and Helpers
and a healer.
And a healer has ever been up against.
3 heroes and a healer.
Okay, I don't know what that hand motion means, but we're getting closer to a name. I like it. Plus, you know what? I would say let's get up early in the morning, and if you need to buy any provisions or do anything in town before this probably pretty insane thing we're gonna do, that would be a good time.
And we're walking.
Should we tell these lumber people that we like leave a note?
Oh
Yeah.
Like we were doing something here, right?
We saved the
Yeah, you guys can leave them a note.
Be
You
like,
could.
"Fix your
I mean,
problem."
now that it's safe here, you could, even if you wanted to just like stay overnight here, you could like basically stay in the foreman's office. You guys have free run of the place. Though obviously the draw of returning to your own beds is something I understand very well. So it's up to you how you want to do that. Leave a note or stay overnight and talk to him in the morning. It's up to you.
Beverly, you're very good. Waverly, you're very good at writing notes. Why don't you got a lot of paper, right?
Oh, yes.
All right. What does this note say, Waverly?
Oh, well, I've just started. But, what's his name?
That's something that I usually do to players, but Michelle was like on that. Like, yeah, what do you say to them? Role play it out, Waverly.
No, I meant
Write
like
that down.
I don't
usually
know his
Waverly
name.
has something funny to say.
I forgot his name.
I don't know his name.
I had my notes are over there.
What was his
Sorry.
name?
His name.
Wait.
Jack-
Clort.
No.
Clort was the man.
that's right.
Clort?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Flirt. That's right.
Clort, the ex-gladiator from Absalom.
Right, okay. Dearest Claude, this is Waverly, the healer. We wanted to inform you that we have taken care of your little situation here. It seems there are a rambunctious and ruthless band of dwarves attempting to attack and destroy competitive business in Otari, and you just happen to be on their list. But fear not, we are going to handle it at the source. But for now, we can assure you that your equipment is safe for at least another night or few. Sincerely, Waverly.
And
the
monster.
Monster Hunter and Helpers and Healer.
Jesus.
P.S. We are also leaving some flyers with you about Gristle's fishing company, Gristle's father's fishing company. Do see that your customers receive one in their, yes, receive one. Thank
Their
you.
lumber gift
Yeah,
bags.
lumber.
Every supply of lumber comes with a flyer for your band and like a little discount coupon for some pickled fish.
Thick fish.
Did you say thick fish?
Pickled fish.
Pickled fish.
I'm pretty sure I said pickled.
Okay.
Oh, I heard thick
Unless I
fish.
didn't, and then oh.
Pickled
That,
fish.
hold on, new name. All right, sorry. So back. So letter written.
Yes.
Fee,
Anything else?
is there anything else you'd like to do? Do you need to, I don't know, retrieve any of these traps, or should we leave them all up?
I'm going to be honest. I think it's funnier if we leave them.
Unless someone dies.
That's why I said it was funny.
All right. Fee, if you want to spend any time in this town, you can't let people think you accidentally murdered some loggers.
It wouldn't have been an accident.
These people
Yes.
think my name is Thievery. It literally says thievery. If they believe it, they're stupid.
Oh, Inga just got
Ooh.
that.
Wait, so that's not your real name? Then what is your real name?
Don't have one.
But everyone has a name.
Or a preferred name, at least. Nickname?
What, Waverly, who are you named by?
My father.
I don't have parents. They didn't name me.
Oh,
Then you could name yourself.
indeed.
That's why I use fake names. Thievery, Doppelganger. It's just funny. I named it after
Oh.
Oh, God. This is why I never told Ingrid.
I also am confused.
Well, if you didn't have parents, did anyone raise you?
Yes.
Did they call you anything?
Oi.
Oh.
Oh. So your whole life you grew up with no name.
Yes.
Do you like the name you call yourself now?
So far.
Well, as long as you like it, then that's all that really matters.
We
And if you
could
don't like it-
workshop it, but we would come up with monster hunters and helpers and a healer.
Yes, I don't think we're the best at naming things.
Unless
But-
you love fish.
For now, we can call you friend.
My
Best
face wants to
friend.
curve up, and I don't know what to do with it.
Oh, that means you'd like to smile. That's not a bad thing.
Only a little scary.
He's
Nope.
a little
Oh.
scared. You can practice.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, a little less intense.
Oh, the face I make when I stab something. I get it. Okay.
Ah.
Oh,
But only bad things, though. I don't smile when I don't stab good people.
oh, yes.
That's a thing that not friend would do.
Ah.
Well, Fee, if that is what you would like us to call you,
Yes.
if you want to stay in this town and have people know that you're part of monster hunters and helpers and healer, it would be who of you to think of not just yourself, but the team. Yes, team. The team's reputation. So if we don't not accidentally kill loggers with our traps, I think that would be an excellent first step. And we can help you with the traps if they're cumbersome to undo.
Oh no, that easy. But you make a fair point. Okay. Plus, you all know that I don't have a real name, so I can't betray you. Plus, I like you more, anyways. Friendships are
sweet.
They
strange.
Hmm.
Go get my
certainly are.
traps.
Yeah, we wore them down. Good job, gang. I think that's the thing we're the best at, over talking things. Until the person's just like, I can't.
Yeah.
That's Waverly's favorite thing.
Right.
Maybe our group name is more like the over-explainers.
The Forcers.
We need to build encounters where you don't attack things, you just talk at them until they
We
run
will
out of
lose.
Yes.
stamina to hear you speak anymore
my
and
favorite
give
thing.
in.
Tracks.
Diplomacy forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, good stuff. So you gather up your traps. Leave your note for
I still have my little light pebble.
you get a little light pebble. By the shining light of Wavery's little light pebble, you head home.
Aw.
Snuggle into bed.
We grab the dog and the horse.
Sure, yes, you have the dog and the horse.
And the rat, or was that not?
I didn't
He
use the
has
rat.
the rat.
Okay.
I just keep it in my
He's
pocket,
been
'cause
holding
that's
on
my
to
Gotcha.
it.
Tilapia.
Tilapia. Yep.
Tilapia?
Yeah, tilapia the rat. You awaken the next morning, perhaps a little sore from your exploits of the previous night, but knowing that time is of the essence and that you are up against the clock.
Is it full hit points?
It is, I believe, your level plus your constitution modifier.
Yeah, it checks out.
But let me ask you this, Waverly, did you have any additional spell slots from the previous night.
Right
Yes.
before.
I would assume that unless Waverly wants to get in on that betrayal plan,
No!
she would just like burn all of her spell slots to heal everybody up before actually bedding down.
No, to be honest, I still have I can't remember the 2 people that I healed the first time, but I can heal using my what's it called?
The treat wounds medicine
Thank
skill.
you. Yeah, I can use my treat wounds on, I think it was myself and Thee.
Yep.
And then I can use heal to heal Gristle and Ingot.
Yeah.
Do you need me to roll those numbers?
Might as well just for kicks and giggles roll the
Crits and
Ooh,
giggles.
better.
roll the heal checks.
14 hit points for Ingot and Gristle. And for myself and
Was that just the burst heal?
yes.
So that would have affected theoretically it would affect everybody.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
you wouldn't even need to worry. Like you would all 4 of you get those 14 hit points back.
Right.
I don't know if anybody needs anything after that.
I do not. Oh,
Ingot is still hurt, but it's okay.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
Ingot almost died.
Yeah.
I actually do have another. Hang on. I could do it again.
Yay.
This is my last one.
Health party.
That's gonna be a 13.
That'll do it.
13.
Hey.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Well,
Waverly's got pretty good
technically.
his heal spell.
technically I'm at 38 out of 47, but it's fine.
Ingot's total is 38.
It
Well,
would've
we're gonna
healed-
go
feel
for
like
we're
it
going
would've
for a
healed
long.
both of you.
Yeah, I know, but I'm at 38 out of
Oh,
47.
okay.
But we're going for a long rest, are we not? Do we not get healing from
Right.
that?
Yes.
yeah, you're gonna get your Constitution modifier plus your level from that.
Yes.
Pretty sure. I have to look again.
I just thought it was like a full
Something like
group,
that.
like we're in a tent, everything's good.
Well, that's what you would hope.
Right?
For.
Yay.
What would the fun in that be?
Like a
what
save
is-
point.
Okay, Constitution modifier plus my level.
Hit
that's
points
5.
equal to their Constitution. Sorry. It's actually Constitution modifier multiplied by their level. So
2 times
Dang
3
it,
is
Make it
6.
it's
a
a
little bit more.
1.
No, our level's 3. Okay, great, perfect. So
That's a great reason to have points in con. That'll
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I
okay,
like
I'm at
that.
44 out of 47, and that's totally fine. Those 3 hit points are definitely not gonna mess me
What?
up later.
I mean,
This has
It's just
genuinely
3.
been the game that, like, the more I learn about how stuff works, the more I enjoy it.
Mm.
Yeah.
and anything times 0, 0.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, some
Bad
people
luck
don't
con.
have any con. Whoopsies.
I'm sure it
Wow,
would
it
just
hurt.
be 3 then, right?
It's minimum 1. Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
I feel like a
Minimum
long
1
rest.
multiplied by the level. So at minimum, you gain hit points equal to your level every time you rest, no matter what.
okay.
And then
Unless you are like sleeping out in the rain, and then I might like reduce that. But that's you guys are safe in your beds, so no problems there.
All right.
does anything happen with the wounded condition, or do we keep that for a while?
Yeah, when you make daily preparations, when you got healed to your maximum hit points,
Uh-huh.
you lose the wounded condition.
Cool.
And then additionally, I believe making daily preparations, so taking your rest overnight, also reduces that.
Great.
I will
And then
double-check it, but I'm pretty
spells
sure.
all come back, I think, right? The per
Wound
day.
condition ends if someone successfully restores with treat wounds, or if you are restored for hit points and rest for 10 minutes. So actually, technically, Gristle would still be wounded, but Ingot would not be.
Ooh.
Because I didn't get healed for my full.
Because you weren't at full hit points.
So I'm
See?
missing 3
3
hit
hit
points.
points. They came
You got
back
this
to
little
get you.
scratch.
Right.
And it's
Wait,
just,
hang on.
you wake up the next day and it
Wait.
gets all red and puffy and it
Aw.
hurts.
Hang on.
And there's nothing Waverly can do about
4.
it.
You get 4
Because
back.
now it's
'Cause,
infected.
Okay. I get
Yes.
4.
You forgot to put Bactine on it.
There was no fantasy Bactine in
Fantasy
Otari.
vaccine.
Yes, fantasy Bactine.
Hate that.
Okay, we're all at full hit points, and I think people's spells
nobody's
are
wounded.
back now.
Yes.
The next day.
Correct.
Yeah, I mean, Waverly would be able to patch you back up and you're fine at that point. Fine, I guess by the rules of the game, you're okay.
Somehow, we did it.
I will say, just as a quick personal scene, Ingot in his preparations have laid out his crystals, and he's modified sort of the crystals that he's attached to his nails. And you can see that as he's looking at this crystal, it sort of changes a different color: red, blue, yellow, purple, and then he sort of waves it off and then joins.
Do I get the feeling that there's going to be a new ingot spell popping out sometime today?
Ooh, hopefully.
Ugh. It's exciting. It's always exciting to see what the wizard comes up with. Okay, it is the next morning. You guys are rested. You're healed up. Ingot's got fresh spells. Waverly's got fresh spells. What are you guys gonna do? Just like take a day off? I'm sure the
Maybe.
people at the camp are gonna be fine. No need to rush over there. Take a U day, you know? Sit by the beach.
I'd like to make sure we have. Did we get the tonics, the stuff from Magaloy yet, or did not?
The antidotes.
Those would be something you would pick up this morning.
Okay.
In fact, if you wanted to, yeah.
Yes.
On our walk there, I'll probably say to the group, I would be lying if I didn't say that I felt a little uncomfortable. I realized as I was going to sleep last night that we did the exact same thing the dwarves had done to this bugbear before. We told our entire plan right in front of him, and, well, it's very clear that he values his life over helping any side. So should we maybe change our plan a little bit in case he is to give us up?
Oh, I was lying.
Oh.
Oh.
What do you think we're doing right now?
Well, I feel like if they know that the windmill thing didn't work, they'll probably come to do it again.
Oh, to the same encampment?
Yes, and if they don't, if we wait until night, then they won't be expecting it. Either way, they'll go there with somebody else to try to repeat the thing that they did, and if nothing happens during the day, we can go in during the night when they don't expect us to come, because they're like, oh, they're not dwarves, they won't do it. Something like that. And if the bugbear is stupid, he'll go back, say, oh, they're coming back for you during the day, and then we didn't, and I'm like, you lied.
That was a good impression.
Thank you.
So
I mean, we can still do it. I think it's totally fine. I just didn't trust him.
I think if there's any chance that people's lives are in danger who cannot defend themselves, we should at least check on them.
Oh, yes.
And I believe that they said the attack was happening during the day. At Engelholds.
I do think we should go, after we pick up our antidotes, I do think we should go to warn them, so at least they're prepared.
Yes, at the very least, if they're not being actively attacked, they will have a heads up.
Yes.
So we'll head over to the, it the druid?
Magaloy?
Magaloy the brewer. Yeah. Tengu brewer. When you approach, enter Magaloy's little brewery, you can see that she sees that you enter, and you immediately get this weird kind of vibe from her. She's like, "Oh, I'm glad you came." So, I know that I promised you these antidotes. I might have gotten the mixture a little wrong, but don't worry. Something came out of this. She hands you these vials. She says, now, this isn't gonna do a darn thing against any kind of venom or poison. But sometimes from accidents arise opportunities. And I've discovered that if you were to drink this Capsaicin Tonic, it's incredibly spicy. I hope that's okay. The peppers were a lot stronger than I thought they would be. So strong, in fact, that they create a reaction internally. And if you burp within about a minute after drinking them, you will eject a cloud of very noxious fumes that are very painful to anybody standing in them. I don't have anything else to offer you, but I hope you find a use for them.
Oh.
I love it.
She hands you these 4 tonics, one for each of you.
Mm-hmm.
These are Capsaicin Tonics.
Okay.
You can drink them like any other potion. They're incredibly spicy, and they don't have any immediate effect. However, after drinking one, you can spend one action to belch a foul-smelling cloud of blisteringly spicy gas that fills a single square adjacent to you. So you basically belch it on a target square adjacent to you. Anybody within the cloud is concealed, and all creatures out. So basically, it works like the fog cloud thing for that's one square, and the cloud remains for 1 minute. The cloud deals 1d4 points of fire damage to any creature that enters the cloud, as well as any creature that starts their turn in the cloud. Creatures take damage no more than once per turn, even if they move back and forth in and out of the cloud multiple times. So that is what you have. You can use the activation within 1 hour of drinking the potion up to 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So for each time when you drink it, you get 3 spicy clouds.
Thank you, Magloy. This will be, well, actually more useful probably than a antidote.
Unless we get poisoned.
Unless we
I
get
do
poisoned.
not think so.
Don't get poisoned. That's the new team rule. Look out for poison.
That is what I always say. Don't get poisoned.
Do you happen to have any proper antidote here that perhaps we could purchase?
Well, unfortunately, the supplies that I got were supposed to replenish my stock of antidotes, and now, since I messed up this batch, these are all I have.
Okay.
And then just to let you know, Waverly, Ingot does still have a lesser antidote. But one.
So do I.
We all have one, right? From before?
I'm stocking up. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
by,
right?
By next week, we're gonna use all. Like I've got 7 cure light wounds. I have 2 lesser
Dang.
healing potions. Got
Anything from the
antidote.
trolley.
Like, oh,
You guys are just
take
going to be
your
drinking
pick.
healing potion cocktails.
Yeah.
Yes. Fire
The
and
la-
healing.
The next episode's
strap
just
it to
brunch.
Bristle's back with like a straw, and it could just be a constant injection of
Tell you
healing
what,
potions.
that would be a pretty good piece of adventuring equipment. The
Yeah.
beer helmet for potions. No more worrying about drawing your potion and uncorking it. You just sip that down.
Yes.
Get on that, Paizo. It needs to be in the next book. That's in the advanced player's guide. The
There you
advanced,
go.
advanced.
That's why
We're
we
not
didn't
ready
know
for those
about it.
rules yet.
Yes.
We're not ready yet. We're still
Beer
beginners.
helmet.
But when we get there, we'll find that beer helmet.
You're welcome, Paizo. You gotta call it the Katie cap.
kitty cat.
Oh, there you go.
Gotta get a kitty cat. So what are you guys
Well,
gonna do?
We'll
what's
head
the
over
next-
to
what's next step?
Engelholds then.
You guys gonna head out? Okay. Making
So
your way-
you said that was on the eastern side, but that's not near where the Nerdala's statue is, right? That was the northern side.
No, so yeah, you guys, the Granary Road passes all the way through town. You guys were on the west side of it before. You live on the west side of town. Now you're heading east to passing by the Giant's Wheel and then going even further out that way,
Oh, okay.
looking for the Engelholds lumber camp. So
We
you start making your way.
do. that.
Wait, go ahead, Dan.
Nothing. Just by the way, I'm on my horse to make sure horse is in,
Oh,
horse
yeah.
is in play.
Sure. I assume that you're just on your horse at all
I
times.
just had to call it out, or else at some point we'll be
Yep.
like, "Well, you didn't say you had it." But
You're right. I would do that.
Yeah.
You're correct. You got me. You're learning.
Finally.
You're not going to be a beginner. You're not going to be a beginner with
No.
tricks like that.
right now, I'm intermediate Pathfinder. but
Yeah.
Intermediate Pathfinder. We need the intermediate players,
the
guys.
journeyman level.
Yep. I'm
All
pretty sure that
right.
happened to me in my very first 2nd edition game ever. I
Mm.
dropped all my weapons, and then I didn't say that I picked them up, and Jim went, "But where did your weapons go?"
Oh, no.
Look, I only do that if there's a situation where things are very tense and it would make reasonable sense that you would forget a weapon. You know, and that was a situation where it
Mhm.
called for it. But you know what? That's
It
the way
was
it is.
all of my weapons.
That's really mean.
It's really sad.
That was a
like
different
episode
game.
1.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fine. Anyway.
First time. Hey, look, you wanted to play in the big leagues, all right?
That was the advanced guide, guys. Stay.
Ah.
That was,
just
you
stay
you
beginners.
dove into the advanced end of the pool before you were ready.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. You head out of town. You got to make your way east. You guys know where the Engelholds lumber camp is. It's on any map of the area would have it marked. Little bulletin board outside the constabulary. Go, you're like, oh, there's the camp. Let's head down the Granary Road. We're gonna make our way there. You start traveling, and you're traveling. And about 3 miles beyond the Giant's Wheel, you come to a long stone bridge. Sitting near the bridge is an armed and armored dwarf with a bristly black beard, kind gray eyes. He smiles as you approach, and he waves like, "Oh, travelers! How's the day find you?"
I think Ingot will step up first because it's been a while since he's seen a fellow dwarf, and come up to give like a gruff handshake.
Yeah, he returns the gesture. My name's Kotnar. I'm guarding the bridge today. I heard there's trouble in the area. Making myself a little bit of coin. Guarding the bridge. Don't see many travelers as well armed and stocked as you these days. Are you guarding the bridge with me? Or you got other business?
Ingot is called Ingot, and it is nice to meet you. We are traveling along because of the same trouble that you have heard of, and it is very brave of you to step forward and protect others like this.
Well, I mean, I am getting paid to do it, so... But yeah, brave too.
May we pass through?
Oh yeah, I don't think, unless you mean to, go causing trouble, I don't think I'm watching for you. I heard that there were kobolds and monsters in the area. Those are the ones I got my eyes out for. You said... What's that?
Can I do a deception check?
Yeah, I was gonna insight.
Deception.
Ingot's gonna.
What do you want to do with that deception check? What are you attempting to do here?
Well, I want to see if he is lying. So
Yeah.
Oh, so you want to do the sense motive action.
sense motive, yes.
Which I will do secretly.
Okay.
So why don't you tell me your perception bonus?
+9.
+9. +9,
Nine.
Waverly. Sitting there, you're watching Ingot talk to this guy. He seems so overbearingly joyful and happy, not a care in the world. But you notice that he isn't even really looking at Ingot most of the time that he's talking. He keeps looking over in the brush, and he's not he's looking at something and you look over and you don't know what he's looking at. He doesn't seem too worried. He just keeps looking. And it just, something doesn't, you just don't know if you trust this guy. Something doesn't add up with you just get a bad vibe.
Oh, Gristle, before we go inside, I do think that perhaps we should, just make a quick little circle around the outside just to, examine everything. Perhaps right over there. We start right over there.
Uh-huh. What? Yeah, okay.
And I'm
yep.
pointing exactly where this guy was looking.
Sure. Yes, I will go with my mighty steed a little faster than the rest of you. I'll do a quick little check. If you all want to stay here, you can. If you want to come with me, that's cool.
Yes. and Waverly will kind of be jogging behind.
No one on the horse but me. Yes.
Ingot's gonna stay talking to Kotar.
If we're out of
Sure.
earshot, I want to just say to Gristle,
There was something about him that I just don't understand because, he did say last night that the Leadbuster lads were a group of dwarves, and yet we are met by a dwarf. Now, of course, not all of these dwarfs are to blame here, but it is odd that he only knows about the kobolds and doesn't have any further idea about the dwarves. So, I don't know, something just felt very fishy.
That intuition of yours and your nerd brain actually are working pretty good today. I think that makes sense. Why wouldn't he mention if he wasn't part of that clan of dwarves down in the valley, wouldn't he say something? Yeah, what you said. That okay, yeah. I can't really figure it out
But
anyway.
before
That sounds
we
great.
get there, I must also mention that I saw him glancing right over there. quite frequently as he was talking to Ingot.
Oh, it's probably bad then, huh? If he's lying, so okie dokie. I think we should. Can we sneak? Are we like in a completely empty? Like, is the bridge over water or like just a ditch? Like, are we
It
completely
looks like
exposed?
it's mostly a ditch. There probably is water that flows through here sometimes, but right now it's pretty dried up. There's just a trickle of water.
Okay. All right, Waverly. Should we investigate this spot or?
Yes. Perhaps.
Okay. I would like to get off my horse and like sneak over there. Is there any point to me sneaking? I don't know, but I would like to try to sneak over to the area she mentioned.
Yeah, I don't. So where he was looking, it wasn't very far. Like they're basically, it's not like he was looking in the distance and in a place where you would reasonably get to that he wouldn't notice.
Oh, okay.
I assume you guys go a little bit off the road to have this little conversation, and he's just over talking to Ingot and Thee, which actually, as you guys finish up your conversation, let's go back to the bridge a little bit. So Ingot, you've stayed there with Kokar. So what was it that you said that you're traveling for today?
We hunt monsters and help others. And we've heard trouble here, dealing with monsters or others.
Was there anything specific? I mean, after all, it's my job to keep the peace around here too. If there's something, I mean, I could help you all out, earn my pay for the day. I'd be happy. He's got this big, like, two-handed hammer that he's sort of resting on. He's like, plus, I mean, it's kind of boring just standing at the bridge.
We are looking to hire employees. And Ingot will look at Thee.
May I ask you a question there, friend?
Sure.
How do you feel about monsters?
I don't like them, and if they're trying to eat me, then I'll smash them. And kind of the same way everybody else feels about monsters, I think.
All right, can I do a sense motive check to that?
Sure. What is your perception bonus?
A 7.
7. He seems like caught off guard by the question, and like, again, there's just something fake about this guy. There's something real fake about him, and you especially. I mean, like, this is something that you've been keyed to pick up on, and you don't trust this guy. You don't.
My dear friend Iron, and I'm looking at you, Ingot. I think it's time we told our friend here the truth.
Yes.
Friend, we know a little bit more than you think, and you're not alone in your desires. And I'm going to pull out the necklace of Lamashtu and then put it back very quickly.
Roll me a deception check.
Okay. Could I assist?
Oh, God.
I will allow you to assist. So to aid somebody is DC 20 in the same skill check. If you fail, nothing bad happens. But if you succeed, he's going to get a +1 bonus if you're trained. Are you trained or expert in deception?
I am an expert in deception.
Nice.
Sure. Yes.
Not
I imagine. Not Ingot?
No.
And then you're just going to give him a +1 bonus if you nail that DC 20. So
here we go.
Go ahead and roll it, Ingot.
A 10.
All right, so you're not helping. You're not really helping out. But you know what? You're not hurting anything either. What was your total there?
That's a 28.
28.
Plus
He didn't need help.
Yeah.
This guy sees that and raises his eyebrow. Where'd you come by that?
Well, I feel like I have to trust you a little bit more. Been already dealing with trouble of adventurers taking out a baby dragon that I was trying to help, causing too much dang trouble. And I pull out one of my dragon scales.
Yeah, all right, we heard about these adventurers, but you can head home. We have this area under control. It's fine.
Is it because there were kobolds around that got their got their behinds beat by a couple of constables, apparently.
The kobolds were supposed to just distract everybody. That was their purpose, to get their butts whooped. That's what kobolds are for.
Yes. But we're better than kobolds, don't you see? We managed to infiltrate the town itself. That's why we came to seek you out. You weren't hard to find. And we want this done.
Well, it's getting done later today. So just, you can head home. There's no need for you here.
Well, then what should I tell the people who tried to send us here? To get them off the scent, I need something.
Tell them that by the end of the day, they'll have plenty of news that things are moving along quite nicely.
No, you misunderstand, friend. I'm here to warn you all that there are people coming. What should I tell them? That lot knows you're around here already.
Then kill him yourself.
You think I get my own hands dirty?
What do you mean, get your hands dirty? That doesn't make any sense. That's...
You know what? I had too high expectations.
Make another deception check.
Deal.
So good, I love it.
Oh, Jesus. That's a plus 10.
Plus 10.
That's a 29.
Ooh, is that a critical?
He's like, usually you people are all about, you get your hands dirty. You're telling me you're going to shy from blood now. Go on and on about how you want to rip your enemy's flesh with your own teeth, and now you're telling me you're worried about getting your hands dirty. What kind of operation is this?
One that you didn't even know existed until I showed you the medallion. That means I'm good at what I do.
Look, the lads have this place covered, all right? We don't want your help, and we don't need it. Go report to your masters that it's under control.
Noted. All right, Iron, let's go get the others and then head out.
But Iron was looking forward to spending time in the logging camp.
It looks like we don't necessarily have friends here, just hopeful, successful allies.
And Ingot will turn around and start to make his way back.
They're just heading to where Gristle and Waverly are.
Easily catch up to where Gristle and Waverly are. Just as they're discussing whether they should sneak around to some other place.
How'd it go with Mr. Dorfy boy over there?
This is where our friends are. And it seems like they have everything covered. They don't need any extra help. And like this is the voice that Thee did when he was lying about something before.
Okay, Thee's acting weird again, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Waverly noticed there's something secret over, just like right over there. Maybe we should investigate it, or we could try to just get across this bridge or this ditch without using the bridge. 2 options, I guess.
Iron is confused about how to proceed.
Just a reminder, the name is Iron. You got it wrong a couple times, Gristle.
Iron.
What is going on with you two? I don't understand the weird voices and
confused.
the names are different now. Or is this like a? Are you winking at me? What's wrong with your face? Is there something in your eye?
Can Waverly do a perception check?
What do you want? Just on the area, just in general, or is there something specific that you?
Or do you mean
want?
on these two?
Specifically, like while they're just kind of talking it out, she's more focused on like what was in that spot, I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Ooh, that's a nat 20, so 29.
Oh.
Shortly after Ingot and
Iron.
shortly after Iron and Thee make their way over to you two, and they're chatting, and this is the discussion is spiraling. So you're just like, whatever. Go watch this guy and see what's happening. You see this sleek panther come loping out of the underbrush and like sit next to the dwarf, and he like feeds it this like bit of raw meat from a pouch. He's petting it.
You guys, look.
Whoa.
So like his cat? What about it?
It's a very big cat.
Big
Mhm.
cat. Oh.
Wow, what a giant cat I've never seen before. Do you think it's one of those monsters that they summoned for Lamashtu?
This cat is not on fire.
Should I do a nature check or would I know it's a panther?
It's not a panther. I was completely wrong. So go ahead and do a nature check. I need to.
Isn't that a
Because-
leopard?
It is.
Jaguar,
In the
leopard.
book, it says the word leopard, and I said panther because I'm a dummy.
Wow.
That's gonna be 26.
Yep, it's a leopard. Leopards are big old jungle cats, not native to the area around Otari. But I mean, they're nasty. I mean, certainly you wouldn't want to tank with one. They're fast. They bite. There's no special weaknesses or strengths I can tell you other than they bite and scratch, and boy, does it suck to fight a leopard.
You know what big cats love, though?
Fish.
Okay.
It's very odd to see a cat, a leopard here in Otari. They are not native to anywhere around here. Something
Well-
definitely is happening.
All right, I think we need to get past this dwarf and his giant cat friend in any way possible.
Yes, it
I
seemed
mean-
like he was about to let us through. So shall we just continue on?
There may be a problem.
Why is that?
Iron is not welcome.
What did you do while we were gone for 2 seconds?
It's not that we weren't welcome, it's that they don't need our help here. They've got everything taken care of.
But what if we want to be here to document properly? Note taking?
I'm pretty sure this is going to end in a battle. I'm throwing that out there. It's my opinion. But I am happy to listen and communicate with the team everyone's opinions about what's going to happen next.
Well, we had a talk with the figure over there, and there was... Long story short, if we were here, everything would be pacified. There was no need for us here. Do you understand what I mean?
No.
Okay.
We're friends here, Waverly, so they would pacify us. Because we're also... Our medallion, the one that I carry,
Yes.
Huh?
they're also friends of the one we follow.
Oh, an
So we-
abomination.
Oh, an abomination of love which we worship for monsters.
Okay, they're doing an acting thing. I just figured that out now.
Because of that, they would pacify us if we were around here.
Got
Because you
it. But we do have to
pacify
get
your
past.
friends.
We do have to cross that bridge, or jump this tiny ravine.
Absolutely.
When
how
we
I-
come
how-
to it.
It's pretty big.
Like how big though? Come on, can we jump it?
Well, I mean, there's a big long stone bridge that you wouldn't be able to jump at. You'd have to climb down and then go
Oh.
across and then climb up the other side. Not unreasonable to do. The horse, not going to make it.
Horse has to come.
Non-negotiable.
Well, I think it's time. I give a try at talking.
And perhaps friend and Iron will meet you back somewhere else that is not here.
Or just hide for like 3 seconds while I take care.
That's what Iron is doing.
Okay, all right. Oh my god.
Oh, Gristle, what should I do?
Just come with me. We're all helping. They know we're in one
Yes.
big group. I don't understand why we're not just doing this together.
Ingot's gonna get into the bush that they were
All right.
staring at.
I don't care anymore. Let's go. There are lives to save. Lives are on the line. Iron.
Iron
Iron
is in place.
Iron. Okay. I want to go back.
Sure.
I trot with Waverly at my side on the horse over there. Hello, friends. We are back from our short bio break. Thank you for your patience. May we pass, please?
Yeah, as you're approaching, you see this guy. He's like, I told your friend that we had it under control.
Oh, those are not our
Part
friends.
of the deal
All right.
was that the lads would have this area. And we wouldn't have to deal with interference. So if you'd like to honor that deal and turn your pretty white horse around and trot off back down to the city where you've ingratiated yourself with the populace, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah, cool. Hey, your cat's really neat. Does it have a name?
Call it the cat.
I don't know what kind of animal it is. I'm sorry. What this beautiful
It was a
beast? What is
leopard.
it? Oh, thank you, leopard.
I've been calling it a panther this whole time. God, brother, can't believe he tricked me like that.
Oh,
He got
okay.
me a
See, so
panther.
don't make fun of me for calling it a cat. You thought it was a
Yes.
panther.
It's quite magnificent, but I have to question, how were you able to get a leopard all the way to Otari?
You know what? What is this? Who are you people? You tell me that you're part of... And then you come at me asking me questions about my cat?
Well, I don't
I
think
don't
we've told
think
you there were any
This
part of
smells
anything.
quite right to me.
I would like to do something.
I would like
What is-
Waverly for... I will...
Okay.
So, Gristle, tell me what you'd like to do, because I'd love to know what it is.
I was gonna take a fish out of my bag
Uh-huh.
and just sort of go like this in front of the leopard, and then
Uh-huh.
throw it into the ravine to see if it'll just go catch it, go chase it,
Sure.
and get away from us.
Okay. Waverly, I need... But before that happens, Waverly, I need you to make a deception check.
Why am I deceiving?
A big... Well, you don't have to. I guess if you don't want to. Let me put it this way. This guy thinks that you're one thing, and now, because of the things that are coming out of your mouth, he doesn't think that anymore. So if you want him to
but
keep
I don't
thinking...
know. But
Right.
I don't. Waverly doesn't know what Thea and Ingot told him.
That's
so
true.
she's-
So this is going to be
she's
really
not-
tough for you.
She's not deceiving, though. She's not deceiving.
How did
Well,
you
make an
not touch
honesty
the
roll?
classified?
Let me put it this way. He assumes that you're with them because you all came up together.
Mhm.
And now, again, he assumes that you're part of this plan. And now, based on what he's seeing from you, he no longer thinks that. So you don't have to roll, I guess. But what I'm saying is like what he thought you
Right.
were is not matching up at all with what he's seeing. So you can see like he's getting agitated and this is going poorly. I was going to give you the deception check as a way out, but if you really don't want it, you don't have to take it.
No, I cannot deceive.
Mm.
Waverly does not.
That's
tell
fine. No,
us.
I get it. So at this point, what he said is he's like, this, you know what? This doesn't make any damn sense. And he grabs the maul in both hands now, about to lift it up as you're reaching in, grabbing a fish and tossing it. And at this point, I think it's best if we all rolled initiative.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh god!
Sorry, we pretty much undid everything. Oh,
It's
that
okay.
is a natural 20 for me.
Nice.
Hey!
27 total.
And 19 for Ingot.
23.
All right, so I've got
15.
8. All right, I said Gristle was at 27, correct?
Mhm, yes.
23 was who?
Waverly.
Waverly. Ingot was which?
19.
19. And then I've got Thea at what, 15?
Yep.
All right. We've got me. And we've got me. All right. Gristle, you're first up. You've got this fish in your hand when things start. What do you do?
Am I in melee range with the dwarf or no?
Did you want to have been?
Hey, I feel like we're talking.
I
We're
feel
close.
yeah, okay, all right, then yeah, you guys are basically right up next to him, sure.
I do one action to, I guess it's an action, dangle the fish in front of it. Not cheetah. What is it? Leopard.
Leopard.
Oh my god, I can't remember what it's called now.
The cheetah, panther, leopard, lion.
The leopard whose name I never got. Unfortunate.
Cat.
That's
Cat.
yeah. I go, kitty, and I throw it into the ravine to hope that it just goes and gets it
Mhm.
and leaves us alone. My second action, I would like to, hit him. Well, no, I gotta draw my sword, which is
With a
annoying.
fish instead of your sword. It was a bold move.
Listen, I've said what I said.
I will, however, allow you to make a nature check to see if you can distract the leopard.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So wait,
So
can I
go
still
ahead
do
and make
three things on my turn? or-
Okay, no, so yeah, because your first action was to throw the fish. What I'm saying is that's going to give you a nature check. To
I
see.
see,
if
I
you can
see.
attack the leopard.
And the second thing would be draw my sword.
Yes.
Attack. Okay. Nature check. That is a 13 total. Is that anything?
13.
I have 0 on nature.
Unfortunately, that is not enough to beat the will DC of this leopard. So you
Well,
throw the
give us
fish,
away!
it like looks at it, and as you're tossing it, lightning fast, it just and gobbles it up
Okay.
before the fish can even sail past it.
Whoa.
Bonus action, can I be like, so you like me, right? Yes, friends? Yes. Great, perfect.
It
And then
is not your friend. It is going to eat you.
Maybe I should roll
if at all
something.
possible.
I take out my greatsword,
You got your great sword.
and I use my last action to attack. Does it matter that I'm on the horse?
It does.
Does it give me advantage because I'm higher up?
Let me put it this way: in the beginner box, mounted combat isn't really something they covered. So let me look in the advanced rules. Let me talk about mounted combat and see what
Here we
happens.
go into the advanced world.
But,
Diving in.
you're not commanding the mount to do anything.
Uh-huh.
Mounted attacks.
To be chill. I
Mount
suppose.
attacks. Blah blah blah. It tells me what if you want to attack with the horse. It tells me what you gotta do. It doesn't tell me
Oh,
what happens to you.
Salmon.
No, just take a swing. Just take a swing because
Alright, cool.
I can't immediately find it, and I don't want to spend a long time looking at it. So.
Alrighty then, that is a 28 to hit.
Sure, yeah, that'll get him. That gets him pretty good.
Oh, Gristle.
It is not a critical hit though.
Okay. And that is 9, 10, 11, 12 damage.
Ooh, a
On the dwarf.
solid hit. Coming down with the blade, crunching through armor, blood everywhere. How much damage did you say?
10, 11, 12.
12 points. So a good hit. This guy looks tough though.
Mm-hmm.
Takes the hit, glares up at you, and we move on to Waverly's turn.
So it for sure looks like this guy's gonna hit us.
Well, Gristle just.
Well,
hit
let me
him.
put it this way. Gristle has now cut him, so if he wasn't gonna hit you, he sure as heck is now.
Okay. And I imagine I'm standing right next to Gristle. And we have this cat and him right in front of us, correct?
really-
Oh,
the
right in
cat-
front of you.
I really thought I had a good
Okay.
idea with the cat. I'm sorry.
That's a good
That's a good
idea.
idea. I gave it a chance to work. It was a good check. You just,
I'm going to cast Sound Burst, and I would like to place it in an area that doesn't hit Gristle and I or the horse, but hits the cat and him.
Hmm.
Because it
mean,
has
that's
a
not
range
nearly
of
as
30
fun, but
feet
sure.
and an area of 10-foot burst. And you, I guess both of them will get a fortitude save.
Indeed, they will. Kokar. Fortudinous guy is gonna get a 21.
Okay. Well, you'll take half damage.
Half damage. The old leopard, not quite as fortudinous, is still gonna hit a 23.
My gosh. Okay, half damage.
Half damage.
Jeez.
Hmm.
All right. Where's my d10s? Okay. Ooh, okay, but rolled well. That's going to be 18 total, so half would be 9.
9.
9
Jeez.
points of
Yeah, that's
damage.
that is a good roll. That is a good roll. All right. This blaring sound shudders through the air. Both the leopard and Kotgar are like shaking their heads, ears bleeding just a little bit, but they managed to overcome the worst of the magic, just not all of it. That was 2 actions to cast a spell. You've got 1 left.
Yes, I'm going to move away backward as far as I can, which is 25 feet.
You start moving away.
Oh,
And
wait. Oh,
something that you've seen your good friend Gristle do many times, Kotgar manages to do as well. As you're leaving the square right next to him, in one quick motion, he lifts that hammer, that maul, all the way up and makes an attack of
Miss,
opportunity.
miss,
And I forgot
miss.
to raise my shield. Yep.
Oh. But with a horrible roll, he was only going to hit an armor class of 16.
That is my armor class.
Oh,
Oh, you need to get some better armor, Waverly.
It's so low.
Oh no.
Waverly, no. As you're backing away from this guy, you take 14 points of bludgeoning damage. Just kaboom! Smashes you across the chest, nearly knocking you back.
not cool.
What?
Yeah.
That's mean.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's bad news. But you do complete your move. You get further away from him. You said all the way as far as you can. They'd be like, what, 25 feet is your movement speed?
25.
25 feet away. Bruised, but you're not next to this guy anymore. So that's something.
Yikes.
So that's something. Next up, Kotgar is going to go. He bashes Waverly as she runs. And then in a, spin, just his momentum carrying him all the way around, he is going to come crashing in. But he's not going to attack Gristle.
Oh, the leopard.
He's going to attack the horse
No.
she is riding.
Jam.
This guy is a mean. It's not me. He's a bad guy.
Okay. The horse is named Pork Chop, by the way. I did mess up
Right.
earlier and called it Salmon. Sorry, that's the dog.
Yeah, Salmon's the
right.
dog, right?
Pork Chop, no.
Yeah, remember the horse is named Jim Jam.
I know. That's what makes this so sad when he crushes Pork
He
Chop.
doesn't. It's fine. I'm still on it.
Yeah, you are on it. That is going to hit an armor class of 22, and I'm afraid Pork Chop doesn't have any barding on, so that's gonna get him.
Yikes.
That is going to get him. And he is going to hit it. That's a leaner. Pork Chop, why? Why did it have to be this way?
Oh no.
Stalling for time while I pull up Pork Chop stats.
If this horse dies, I'm going to take that cheetah and tame it so I can ride it. I swear to God, or leopard, whatever this thing is.
There are no cheetahs on the field.
Shut up, I
Can't.
forgot.
You can't.
He's a panther the first time.
I know.
Chad said that
We don't know.
panther
It's
technically
a
is
cat
leopard.
of many coats. A cat of many coats. Pork Chop.
Yeah.
Pork Chop is going to
That's
take some
me,
bludgeoning.
Pork Chop. I talk too.
17 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yikes, the doodle.
Just right in the side. Now I will tell you, Pork Chop had 22 hit points.
You had.
Sturdy
Take
horse.
17. He's got 5 left.
Okay.
Bad news for Pork Chop. That was just my first action.
Oh my God.
The next thing Kotgar is gonna do. He completed his first attack. He's already attacked, and he's holding a two-handed melee weapon. So he's gonna try to hit you with his next attack in a follow-up, a Brutus shove. He is gonna try to knock you right off that horse.
Fine. I was gonna get off it anyway.
This is probably not gonna do it because it is his second attack. So it is a worse
Mhm.
attack bonus that is going to hit an armor class of 16.
Nope.
That's not going to be enough for Gristle. Attack comes up, tangs off the armor. He's unable to get that, and he is just going to take a step back away from you.
A step.
5 foot. He just steps, not provoking any reactions. And that is the end of his turn. Turn over. Ingot, in the distance, you hear problems.
Well, Ingot has hidden himself in the bush
That's
that was
right.
nearby.
Yeah, he's in a nearby bush. You see the problems happening.
Mm-hmm. And right away, he's going to pop off his protective ward.
Mm-hmm.
So that's mainly just affecting him right now, but it will
Yeah.
grow. And then for the second one, he takes off the crystal around his belt and starts shaving a bit off, and then casts sleep towards the leopard.
Sleep at
And-
the leopard.
Well,
All
sleep,
right.
both of them actually, because it's every
Yeah.
creature within a 5 foot
Every creature. Fine. Every creature. I think that would mean that, once again, Gristle is in that burst. I would say.
That's fine. Whatever.
And the horse also.
Sure,
like
the horse could use a nap.
The horse could use a nap. The horse just got whooped on. All right, I'll make the leopards. It's a will save.
It's
correct?
a will save for everybody. And let me see.
Leopard first. Natural 1. Critical failure.
Yep.
Leopard's
Okay.
out.
Critical failure creature gains the unconscious condition. If it's still unconscious after 1 hour, it wakes up automatically.
Out like a light. Leopard down. Khotgar.
It's a 19.
Natural
DC.
18.
Oh,
For
but
a total of 28.
dang it. Oh, but it's still a success. Is a -1 status penalty to perception checks for the round.
What is your spell DC these days?
19.
19. All right,
So
yeah.
it's not a
so
crit.
almost a critical success, but not
Yeah.
quite. Not quite. And he gets a little drowsy, just barely, but he shakes it off. Gristle, you
have
want
to
to roll
yeah.
a will save?
Yes, I shall do this thing. Ooh, that is a 21.
21. It's not a critical success, but you got just a -1 penalty to perception for 1 round. Just a little sleepy.
And then I will tell you this. Why don't you roll Pork Chop's will save?
Okay.
And I've got his will bonus right here.
God, as a horse, I mean,
die.
what chance? 18.
18 total. which
Iron
makes his
will.
total 23 that horse.
Better than me.
In way too much pain to go to sleep. All right, but the leopard out like a light, so
Oh, that's good.
that's good
Yay.
news. Good turn.
Yeah,
Excellent,
and that's
excellent
all.
use of the spell. Good job, Gristle or Ingot.
Thank you.
It would be
Iron.
the leopard's turn. Yeah, iron. Iron. It would be the leopard's turn, but he's sleepy.
He's
He
sleepy.
go nap. So now it's Thee's turn.
I'm not getting close because this just went to hell. I'm gonna pull out my short bow and I'm just gonna take 3 shots at him.
3 shots
Quick
right at
succession.
him. All
So
right.
First one, that's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit will miss. This guy's
All right.
got fast reflexes and tough armor.
Okay, that one's better. 24 to hit.
24 will hit. That one, you find a spot. Level your shot.
For 1 piercing damage.
Ooh.
And third
Tough.
shot just for crit fishing.
Yeah.
Dirty 20 total.
Dirty 20 is a miss.
Ooh.
Just one minor little graze. This guy's tough. He's fast. He's very well trained. You guys are noting as you watch as he gets that attack of opportunity off on Waverly as he tries to take down Gristle's mount. You can tell this guy is a trained fighter. He knows his way around the battlefield. Hopefully, you'll be able to overcome all of that. Gristle, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm so mad. For me to get off my horse, is that an action, or is it considered
Yeah,
a
just
step?
one action. You could
Or it's
basically
the same
just
thing, I guess, but
yeah,
no, I
pop
don't
off
want
the
to
horse
waste.
within one
Do I
action.
need to get off this horse? Do I need to get off the horse to do British shove? I guess is my bigger question.
Well,
Could we interpret British shove as if I hit him and then I succeed on the British shove, I just kick him so hard from like the horse that he falls over?
well, I did that. I remember that I did one thing that's gonna gum up your works. Was he took
You
a step back?
away. I hate that.
so-
Doesn't seem very fair though. I can't take.
You can take a step as well. Again,
No, but it wastes the whole. I have all this stuff. Okay,
I
fine.
mean, it's all about positioning and tactics.
If I get off the horse, is that a step towards him, or would you have to get a horse and take a step?
Now you would need to get off the horse and step.
Jump off the horse onto him.
Hey, I'll tell you
Can
what.
I do that?
If you want to leap forward, like over Pork Chop's head and land in the space in front of Pork Chop, which would put
Because I
you
have crazy
adjacent to Khotgar,
athletics,
I will allow that with an athletics check.
and I get an auto 10 plus proficiency anyway. So.
That's for athletics. This would be an acrobatics check.
What's the difference? What's athletics?
You are
considered?
trying to basically like.
What's
This
athletics
is
then?
way more of a dexterity thing than a.
Okay.
You're not trying to like long jump or high jump. You're trying to basically tumble over your horse's head.
I use my powerful legs to jump off this horse and front flip into this man or this dwarf, this dwarf man. Sorry, it's my first action. Let me call out my stuff.
Yeah.
I would like to try to then attack him, and
Right.
then British shove if I could do those
Gotcha.
3 things. Okay. I don't know if that works though. I got a 13 plus 6, and that is 19.
Not bad.
19. I like 19. I like
Yeah.
19. That's a pretty solid. It's not the most graceful thing, but you managed to basically tumble over the front of your horse
Alright.
and land in front of it,
Yeah,
putting yourself
cool.
between Kotgar and Porkchop. He is now
Cool.
standing in front of you.
I rolled a hit. Dang, that is a 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
The damage on that
do it.
is, oh my god, 11 plus 3. That is 14 damage.
Okay. Yeah.
Since it hit, I say it ties into the dismount.
I do that thing where, when you're spinning and you have your blade out, and it's just going slice, 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 and then I slice him. That's what happens.
You double jump and attack.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That is a hit A and B. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do British Shove. That is a nat 20 for British Shove.
Yeah, Gristle.
But I wanted to say
Shove.
about the British Shove. I was trying to push him off the bridge.
Yes.
Well, there's walls on the bridge.
But it
But
was
there's
a
a
natural
sleeping cat behind
20.
him.
I know it's a natural 20.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have it knock him off the bridge. What I will do is you can knock him into the wall of the bridge and get a little extra damage on that.
That's
So you deal damage as normal, I believe, on a British Shove, correct?
It says if you hit, push it back 5 feet or 10 feet if your strike was a critical hit. You move to follow the target. Whether you hit or miss, the target is flat-footed until the end of your current turn, unless you critically fail. It doesn't say anything about damage. I think I just shove him.
And flat-footed.
In flat-footed.
Make a strike with a two-handed melee weapon. I think you deal the damage.
Oh, I do. Okay, sorry. All right.
Yeah, so, yeah.
D12. A little smaller. That's 4 plus 3 is a 7.
7. And it was critical, so I mean it's just like an attack. So roll
So I
that
do it
damage
again?
twice.
No?
Yeah, roll the damage again.
I see. What you meant. 4 plus 3 is 7 plus 3 again is 8. 10.
Nice. This guy is getting whooped on. You shove him back 10 feet, right into the wall of the bridge. He slams into the stone. I'll deal 1d6 extra points of impact damage.
Yeah.
3 more points of damage.
That's for hitting my horse, Porkchop! Run!
The question is, do you want to follow? Do you want to move with him? Which is an option for you. You can literally be next to you, or do you want him
Yeah,
to
well.
get knocked back away from you?
No, I follow him. I want to get him
Okay.
up against
Yeah,
his
you follow
wall,
right up.
and
You
eventually
follow right up so that you're right up in his face as you
Shove him
just
over
shove
this
him
bridge.
backwards into the stone. Right to that point, you're basically just almost bodily slamming him into the stone, brutishly shoving him.
I like to think that I did like this, and he's just
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love it. He's bleeding profusely now, looking severely wounded. Waverly, it is your turn.
Seeing that Gristle seems to have pinned him sort of up against this wall, I'm just gonna kind of move up maybe 10 feet, and I'm gonna say,
I think it's time that you surrender. Apparently, Gristle has you cornered and we don't want to kill you. We are on the same side, and that side is the side of life, and I do not wish Gristle to take that away from you.
Waverly, as you're talking to him, you say all this, he looks over at you. He says, you don't want to kill me, but I really want to kill you.
okay. See, this is the attitude we're talking about, Waverly. That is not acceptable. We have to probably. I mean,
It is not very kind.
but I'm gonna hold my turn.
Oh, you're going to hold your turn.
oh,
Kotgar's turn next. He shoves the blade up against his chest away from him and then follows up with a mighty swing of the maul.
Or a surrender.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh.
No, he doesn't.
Roll
Yeah.
for a surrender.
Follows up with a mighty swing of the maul. This guy is.
Waverly's
fights
words
to the
reach his
death.
hearts.
Yeah.
And that is going to be a 31 damage.
Woof.
Excuse me, you can't do that. How can you roll that?
The big number on the die, and this guy is a trained fighter. The question is it a critical hit? Gristle.
Wait, sorry, I'm just doing some math and it took me a long time. Wait, he rolled a 30 something to attack.
31.
He's got a 31 against your AC.
So that means he rolled a 20 and he had a 20 plus a plus 20 to attack.
What?
Wait, what?
No, not at all. He
Where's
rolled
that
a
then?
17 and he has a plus 14 to attack,
Plus
which
14.
is
Oh.
31.
I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at math. I probably shouldn't be on this
No, it's
show.
okay. It's fine.
Okay, my AC is
It's all
20, so I think that is critical. Is it not?
That is a critical hit indeed.
Okay.
It is 11 above your AC. So he looks, Waverly's like, we don't want to kill you. He looks over at Waverly and says, but I really want to kill you. And then boom, catches Gristle right in the side of the head with his maul as you're turning back to tell Waverly that now is not the time to be making deals.
Fine.
Oh gosh. On the die, that's 13 points of damage plus 16. 29 points of bludgeoning damage.
Cool.
Just crunches, almost like you are like bleeding from the head now.
Oh, more.
He is going to try to do the exact same thing that you just did to him to you. He is just going to try to drive you forward with a brutish shove as his follow-up.
Whatever. Good luck.
That is going to be -5, so a 22.
Why does he only get -5, not -10? Oh, because
This
it's
is
It'll be
only
the
a
second
second
sorry.
attack.
I know. I hate. Yeah, he hits because I have a 20 as my AC.
Shoves you back only 5 feet, not as he doesn't get you all the way across the bridge. 5 feet back, and you are going to take another 19 points of damage.
Oh, I am
Whoa.
swooned. That was it.
Swoons to the ground. At that point,
Save my horse. Pass.
Kotgar moves up to stand next to the leopard, but does not have another action to try to rouse the leopard into wakefulness. And we will move on
Oh boy.
to Ingot's turn.
So 1 action for keeping protective ward and increasing the bubble of it. Hopefully, maybe this could include Waverly.
Waverly said she had moved as far back away
That's
as
right.
she could.
And then
so
I
would
moved
say no.
10 feet toward Gristle.
Oh, okay.
Sure. You could with 1 action move close enough to Waverly to get her in the bubble, but currently she is not.
Nope, I'm just gonna keep the bubble going and
All right.
stay where I am. And oh jeez. Okay. So Ingot is sitting there and in this bush, like trying to figure out what should happen, and he sees was it Kotgar go over to like rouse the leopard, and he's like, nope, and does magic missile for a 2 action.
2 action magic missile, 2 bolts of mystic force flying forward, striking automatically.
Yeah. Let me get D-Force, cooperate. 6 total.
6 points of damage.
Let me just double check. Oh, sorry. 8 points.
8 points of damage. That's a big difference.
Get him.
Because this guy has 7 hit points left.
Yes!
So it's a good thing you added those little bonuses. Because these bolts of force strike him on either side of his head, and he goes down as he's reaching out to grab the leopard by the scruff of its neck, and he just collapses, bleeding out on the ground. Dead.
It's gonna slowly emerge from the bush.
Slowly emerges from the bush. Thea, we're technically still in rounds because Gristle is dying, but what do you want to do on your turn, if anything?
Is coup de grace a thing? Will Otari
I believe, sure. In this instance, especially since this guy is. Are you
No,
talking about the leopard?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
The leopard is sleeping.
Well, let me see. That might be an advanced rule.
That's fine.
Let
Especially
me look
as the
that up.
sneak attack. So I'm just
Oh, right.
Yeah, you would certainly deal an incredible amount of damage just
Yeah.
stabbing the darn thing. I will look that up.
Pacifying it, if you would.
Yeah,
no, I'm
if you
killing
wanna-
it. I'm saying it. I'm not
okay.
using pacify anymore. That word does not work.
Big cat will eat us.
I will say, I don't think it is still a thing, but I would say
Critical hit percent.
that I will at this point, I would give you an automatic critical hit with your sneak attack damage.
Cool.
Against the leopard. I don't see an official rule of coup de grace as an action that you take. But yeah, you get a confirmed critical hit, and or you don't even confirm anymore. So you just get a straight up critical hit
Cool.
automatically against
Yeah, so I'm gonna walk up to the leopard and just like try to as astutely and accurately as I can, like through the heart.
Yeah.
If I can. 4. 21 points of piercing damage.
21 points of
Fine.
damage. You know what's interesting about this leopard? It had taken 9 points of damage because of the sound burst.
Oh, that's
Right.
It takes 21 points of damage
Did it have 30?
from your attack.
Yes.
Its maximum total hit points was 30.
Yeah.
You exactly kill the leopard.
Ooh, let's go.
You've killed the leopard. You've killed Kodgar.
Oh no.
But Gristle is bleeding out on the ground. And it's time for me to go get a snack.
Oh,
For all of you to take a break. So I'm going to go do that. We're going to be back here in just a few minutes to see if these guys can stop the attack on the Engelholds lumber camp. Stick around just a few minutes.
Add the Sirenscape Online player to your virtual tabletop sessions for immersive sounds and epic music broadcast to your players in real time with seamless quality. The online player bridges any distance to bring your gaming group together. Get the Sirenscape Online player today at Sirenscape.com.
Absalom, the city at the center of the world, heart of the Isle of Quartos. Since the living god Erudit founded it nearly 5,000 years ago, people have proudly called this metropolis the crown jewel of the inner sea. Now, it is the year of the Radiant Festival, a once-in-a-lifetime celebration that has drawn visitors to Absalom from around the globe. But not all who wander the boardwalks and alleyways of Absalom have good intentions. Craven crooks, shady charlatans, and malevolent murderers have set their sights on a distracted populace. Under cover of the chaotic festivities, a diabolical plot unfolds. Who can protect the innocent citizens of Absalom? Who will answer the call to save this ancient city from the villains who aim to overtake it? To guard Absalom from certain danger, a band of heroes must uncover the city's deepest secrets, scour its streets for clues, and take down its most dangerous criminal masterminds. For the safety of the many, a few will risk it all. The Agents of Edgewatch.
Inappropriate sound is inappropriate. Don't let the action suffer from a lack of atmosphere. Let Sirenscape set the tone and bring your game to life. See? That's better. Journey to Sirenscape.com to download the app and make it the year of atmosphere at your table. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific on Twitch.
Bring your game to life with officially licensed Pathfinder miniatures and Pathfinder paints from Reaper Miniatures. Pathfinder miniatures are available in both metal and bones plastic versions to suit your gaming style. Sculpted in heroic gaming scale, Reaper's officially licensed miniatures range features everything from iconic heroes to fan-favorite monsters. Don't forget to use officially licensed Pathfinder paints, colors of Galarion, to paint your Pathfinder miniatures. Pathfinder paints are highly pigmented for fast coverage and feature excellent flow with a matte finish. All Reaper paints are water-based and easy to clean up. Please head over to ReaperMiniatures.com to see the entire range of Reaper's officially licensed Pathfinder RPG products.
Gather your crew and prepare to embark on the journey of a lifetime as you explore the packed worlds of the Starfinder universe, taking on the role of a science fantasy hero customized to fit your playstyle. But danger lurks amongst the stars. Will you fight back with advanced weaponry and cunning tactics? Or will your hero wield the devastating forces that fuse magic and technology together to alter reality? Your crew must come together if you have any hope of victory. In Starfinder, every decision drives the adventure as you build an epic saga with your friends. Bring your story to life in a game where the fate of the worlds rests on the answer to the most important question of all. What do you do? Begin your journey into the Starfinder universe today with the Starfinder Beginner Box, now available at Paizo.com, your local gaming store, and anywhere else adventure can be found.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Troubles in Otari. We're playing Pathfinder. We're having a great time doing it. Gristle's dying. I mean, what more could you ask for? What more could you ask for? No, I'm just kidding. I love Gristle. I hope she makes it. I'm worried for her. I'm rooting for her. They did kill the panther / mountain lion / bobcat / leopard. That was a real shame. But Porkchop made it through, so we can all have that to lean on. It's not my show. It's our show. I want everybody to be here with me. Hello, everybody. How are ya?
Good, I guess.
Y'all get some snacks? Did you get some tea? I got some tea here. I drink tea every episode. Love tea. Favorite thing. My parents actually got me some loose leaf, like specialty tea. There's this little shop in Ohio called Grandpa's Cheese Barn. Send me all these awesome little artisanal goodies. And I can't get it here in California, so when I get that package, I feel like, wow, this is good stuff.
Grandpa's Cheese Barn items.
That's a good
Grandpa's
group name.
Cheese Barn. Heck yeah, it is. Who wouldn't want something from Grandpa's Cheese Barn? Got some tropical green tea.
Ooh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
I have a chocolate from the UK.
Hey, that's even further away than Ohio. And we all know that the further something travels, the better it is.
Yeah.
That's the rule.
It's very
the
good.
further away something starts, the better it is. I'm just babbling now, talking nonsense. Let's play some Pathfinder. That'll help me get my head straight.
It's because you just don't want me to heal Gristle, which is what I'm about to do.
I figure if I wait enough real life time, you'll forget about it and she'll just bleed out. And I'll get that coveted kill.
Hey. He adds,
That's
like, he spray
true.
paints a stencil on his wall.
Yep.
All right.
I gave you guys a hard time, but it's not my job to kill anybody. Just arbitrate the rules.
That is true. Oh yeah, I go do the Healy thing.
Go do the Healy thing. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna treat. I'm gonna just cast a spell just in case something happens.
Sure.
I'm gonna use. Yeah, I'll use my 2 action because that gets back more hit points.
Yeah, Gristle looks like she needs a lot of help right now, so that's going to give her a big boost.
So that's great. So 16 plus 16.
Dang,
32.
32 hit
Hey,
points.
perfect. Thank you.
2d10 plus 16 on a 2-action heal. I mean, Waverly knows how to heal people. That's one thing about, I'll get into some game stuff. People always said with, first edition, it's like, well, we don't even bother healing in combat. You can never outpace the damage output for the monsters. But, with some of the ways that you can manipulate the healing and the different feats you can take, if you build a healer, you can be a very viable combat healer in second edition.
Additionally, I would like to drink a healing potion myself.
Oh, yes.
That's right. You took a beating from that attack of opportunity.
I rolled max. I rolled 8. So,
nice.
8 plus 5. That's what I'm getting back.
Nice. Feeling much, much better. If I'm not mistaken, both Ingot and Thea were okay on that one, correct? You guys didn't take damage? Excellent. Gristle, I know you're probably still looking for a few more hit points. If you guys want to... You guys going to spend some more time healing her up? If not, remember you'll have the wounded condition until you reach those maximum hit points.
Are you not at maximum?
I'm at 32 out of 47, but I have one healing potion I could use. It is a bottle of lesser healing. I think we all got one, right, earlier?
So is that 2d4 plus 2?
Yeah, that could do it.
The lesser ones are 2d8 plus 5, right?
Oh, okay. Let's do that, and then I'll probably take care of it.
Minors are 1d8 plus 5.
So one.
Minors are 1d8 straight up.
Oh, right.
Lessers are 2d8 plus 5.
Oh, that's a 4, not a 1. I was like, why? Okay, so that's 4 plus 4 plus 5 is full. I'm full. It's fine.
Nice.
Not wounded anymore.
Once you reach your maximum hit points through healing, you can drop the wounded condition. You're good.
Thank you for healing me again, Waverly. It seems like I'm not very good at this. But I'm glad it seems we also took him down.
Ingot comes walking up as you're saying this and just looks at you and says, Ingot saw you vault off your horse and practically destroy this person. You did a fine job.
That's called a jump attack, and I thought it was pretty cool too. I can almost never do them, so I was also a little impressed. But thank you.
Quite the contrary, you are very good at this. And that's why you have a healer like me.
Well, we are good as a team. By myself, I would just be good for about 3 minutes and be dead, and that would be no good to anybody.
As you say a team, Ingot's going to turn and look at Thea, because you're still a distance away, right? And he'll be just looking over there. Iron is excited to continue not killing.
Stop calling yourself Iron. It's stupid. Just kill them all and let's get this over with.
Oh, okay.
Thea, I think you had a really good plan, but I was really concerned about the safety of the villagers, I guess they live in the village. The logging people, the logger persons inside the camp, it's what it's called, inside the camp. And we were told that time was of the essence and that they were getting ready to execute them.
Yes, but literally no one had confirmation until just now that these were the dwarves of Lamashtu. That was the whole point. Or else we could have killed innocent people, which is, I thought, a problem.
They had said that they were already in place. If we perhaps carefully sweep and try to find where possibly they could be hidden, it worries Ingot, because this was one Leadbuster lad, and it gave us a lot of trouble.
We could probably assume one of them have pets.
More monsters.
Still think we should go inside of the lumber camp and at least try to warn them. Perhaps they could fight. Or run.
Yeah, some warning would be better than none.
Is there a clever way we could warn them?
What are we doing about the dead one that cannot report back now?
Move quickly. Go ahead, Cinder, sorry.
Ingot's gonna look down at this dwarf that's out. Is there any conceivable way that Ingot could disguise himself to look like this dwarf, or is it completely different?
It would take some doing. Again, he's got this like thick, bristly black hair, and he's wearing half plate armor and carrying this giant maul. You could certainly, if you had some magic that disguised your appearance, or physical like disguise kit,
Right.
you could attempt to disguise yourself in him, but it would be a little it would be difficult. You would be relying on some pretty difficult deception checks to pass yourself off as this guy.
Well, the deception that we tried did not work on this particular agent, but perhaps we could try again.
We were deceiving? Oh no.
Ingot's name is Ingot, not Iron.
Waverly,
Well,
I have a
yes, of
question.
course. Yes.
If deception saves life, is it okay?
It is never okay to deceive.
So it's better for people to die.
No. I
Then which
think
is
your
better?
question is unfair.
Yes. And we are in a place where there is a god or goddess of beasts and people are dying. Nothing is fair. So if we only play fair, we will die.
Well, I'm not saying that you have to do whatever I do, but I choose to not be deceitful.
Sometimes there are ways to, instead of lying, just not say things that are untrue that don't get us in trouble.
That's called not speaking.
Well, you know, for example, someone says, "Hey, what are you doing there?" Waverly could say,
Protecting the innocent people of
just-
Otari.
or you could say like, looking at this lovely painting you have, sir. Like, she doesn't have to go straight to what our mission is right away. I mean, I'm just giving you an option if that's something that we could work on to help the group, the team.
You need to have technical truths like ablative armor that every time a question gets fired at Waverly, she can say one true thing and it's just like, well, there goes one. Just use them like ammunition.
Oh gosh. So if we're because are we close enough over this bridge to see like any activity or anything going on in the lumber camp, or are we still a ways away?
You guys haven't reached the lumber camp yet. The bridge is you still have a little bit of traveling to do. The bridge is certainly the Granary Road is one of the major ways between Otari and everywhere else that's important. So it would make sense like these guys might post up somebody to keep watch over everything, make sure that their work is undisturbed. This would be a really great choke point to make sure of that.
Well, if we make our way forward, perhaps we can be together on the deception where it applies.
I am happy to let the best of us at speaking to others do so and just being quiet. I think these should lead our way into this next part of the journey. Nope. Okay, not doing that.
Oh.
Nope. What would you prefer we do then?
I'm just going to hide behind all of you and wait in the shadows. That keeps me out of trouble. That keeps me from having to lie. So then Waverly doesn't give me a lesson, and that keeps me away.
I have never given you a lesson. I have only explained to you that I myself choose not to.
Jim, you keep breaking me.
Breaking me.
Waverly, you realize currently, as you're elaborating on this point, you're giving me an exact lesson while I was listing points.
I but now I'm seeing that.
And 3, I'm going to take my short bow, and if anyone gets near me, I'm not going to pacify them. I'm going to kill them. But that's just my thing. Nobody else has to do that. I have adjusted myself to the company that I have, and it's gotten me in trouble. So I'm sticking to my roots.
This seems like a fair compromise.
I would say it's fair that mission to mission we change our strategies. This is a mission, by the way, a real one. This isn't just delivering packages. Kind of proud of us, actually.
I look at the dead guy.
Listen, I think I was like really confused about that whole thing, honestly, everyone. So I don't know if that could have been avoided. We're here to save people, innocent lives, not just get things for ourselves. And I think that makes a difference.
Then onward.
Yep. I think I'm gonna leave the horse here. I don't want to deal with this horse anymore. I'm sorry. Can I do that thing where you're like, go on, boy, and I slap on the butt and it just knows where to go. It just knows how to get home.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And if there's anything important here that you guys need, just say that you grab it so Jim Jam doesn't try to steal it from you later.
So Jim Jam doesn't
Listen.
the accusations, like barbed arrows flung in my direction. Make sure that you get your things
We
so
were
that
warned.
Jim Jam doesn't remember that they were on the horse later. Come on now. As the horse is running away, it steps into a spike trap that feeds
No!
and explodes in a shower of gore. All right.
Quick question. Did
Yes.
Kotkar have anything on him?
Oh, yes, he did. He had, as I mentioned, he was wearing half-plate armor. He's
If
got
there's
that
another
maul.
medallion, that's I think what Inga is looking for, some sort of symbol or a pin or something.
Picking through his things, I mean, he's got some personal effects of very little value, but you're noting he actually does not carry an unholy symbol of Lamashtu. He certainly, when he was talking to Thea, made reference to Lamashtu, and like he knew about this clearly, but he's not carrying a unholy symbol like others that you have met have been or found have been.
This leads Ingot to several conclusions, including one does not need the medallion to prove they are part of this cult. Perhaps with aided deception, I may be able to convince them that I am a Leadbuster lad.
Oh, yes, I believe that. I'm pretty sure he assumed I was a member of a different faction. That is why he was saying, this is our space. It was very specific. They have a very specific thing. So we could assume that only certain members of the cult of Lamashtu carry the actual symbol.
Perhaps then, Thea could be a high-ranking cult, and Ingot, or Iron, is Thea's guard. No. Bad plan.
I don't want to talk to people. It ends badly. Killing is easy.
Thea has a good point.
I don't really think there's anyone left to talk to except possibly the innocent lumber camp workers that still need to be warned.
There's a possibility that they're not all innocent, Waverly. You know that, right?
The workers?
Yes.
Well, we'll never know if we don't go in and find out.
No.
Does anyone else think we should stay here?
I think we should continue on and maybe warn loggers first. Take care of the
Leadbuster lads.
Leadbuster lads. Sorry, it's hard to remember.
Yeah.
And then seek out the Leadbuster lads second. There is a chance that they may already be down there.
They were supposed to attack at some point today.
Yes.
Yes?
And if this was a scout, they're most likely set.
Oh, what should we do with, his body?
Well, perhaps this can be solved before anyone else discovers. Or there's also, and he looks over at the ravine.
Yeah, I was gonna say that,
Oh,
and I
no.
didn't want to be.
That would be the most unholy.
We could take care of it later.
Poison the water supply.
Mm.
Just put them in a bush.
Oh yeah, there's that bush that Inga was hiding in earlier. Iron was hiding in earlier.
It's roomy.
I'm going to give Ingot the Lamashu necklace.
Uh-huh.
You should hold on to that. If I am hiding in the shadows, it will do me no use.
And he pockets it in one of his side pouches.
Alrighty.
Waverly's gonna just kind of kneel down at the body and just do like a little prayer thing, and then get up and turn around and basically just say to the party, "I just don't want to know," and just walks a little bit away from them.
I'll just pick him up and drag him.
Yeah.
Drag Kogar's body into the weeds.
And the leopard.
And the leopard.
And the leopard.
Very carefully. Oh, wait, no. Never mind.
I'm not careful.
No.
Oh, it's not. Yeah, it's not alive anymore.
Right.
They hide the bodies. What's next? You guys heading on?
Yep, we'll make our way over to the
I'm
camp.
going to stealth.
Right.
Stealthily making your way along. Indeed, don't forget about those exploration activities if you would like to take them. Avoiding notice seems to be Thieves' bag, but you could be searching the area. You can be trying to recall knowledge. You can be maintaining a spell of some sort. You can be defending, walking forward with your shield raised. Scouting to give everybody that +1 bonus to initiative checks. It's all up to you.
I think Ingot's going to take the scouting action. Ingot's on high alert, so he's looking for any hidden enemies or anything like that.
Yep. All right. So if you guys roll initiative, make sure you get that +1 bonus from Ingot. Waverly and Gristle, anything for you guys?
I guess I would also be doing stealth now that we've kind of discussed.
Sure.
Basically, every time we talk to somebody, it's not great. So.
Trying to move along sneakily. Waverly, anything for you?
Probably just trying to, I don't know if it would be recall knowledge about Lamashtu or just searching for symbols of Lamashtu.
Yeah. So basically, like trying to find out are there any sign, because you're on the lookout for stuff that might lead you to believe the occult activity. So yeah. I need stealth bonus from Ingot and from Thee.
Oh, I'm stealthing.
Or sorry, not Ingot. Sorry, Gristle and.
Mine's 6.
Stealth. I just had that. 11.
Oh boy.
Alright. So you're making your way along. These activities do slow your travel just a little bit. So you're moving at half speed down the road, but you're keeping your eyes out. You're on the lookout. You know that you could be approaching enemy territory. You don't want to get caught off guard again. Within about another hour of travel, you begin to hear the constant rhythm of axes thwacking against wood, the cracking of timber as distant trees fall, the call of men and women hard at work, and soon you are standing on the very edges of the Engelholds lumber camp. People are giving you odd glances, but not really trying to impede your progress or stop you. Nobody really stops to talk to you either. They're all busy working. Stacks of lumber dominate one end of the camp, and you see a bunch of bunkhouses, as indeed many of the lumberjacks here, they live and work on site for several weeks at a time before returning home. What do you guys do?
Does it seem like there's a structure, like someone's in charge, sort of giving out
I would
orders?
certainly allow you to make a perception check or society. I would
Ink's
like
pretty good at society.
for this. Yeah. See if you can point out the hierarchy just by glancing around.
A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It does look to, there's as you're just sort of watching everybody work, there is this sort of pudgy, tired looking guy who seems to be directing a lot of the action that you're seeing. And you get the feeling that this guy's who you would talk to. He must be in charge.
So Inget's going to motion over to Waverly. Waverly. And then sort of head nod over to who seems to be the manager.
Oh.
And Waverly will just walk toward him.
Sure. Walk right up to this guy and kind of looks at you and the rest of the crew. Says, "Oh, well, tell me you're thinking about hanging out these fancy blades for a tree feller. Brings such heavily armed people into lumber camp today."
Is he also a dwarf?
Nope, he is a human man.
Oh,
a human, if you will.
Oh, well, we have come to heed a warning to you. We have reason to believe that, this entire lumber camp could be under attack, in just a few hours. And we've run ahead to tell you, and hopefully you can help move everyone out.
You want me to stop operations? We got quotas to fill. I got orders standing. I can't just tell everybody to pack up and go home because you hear a rumor about some attack. What are you even talking about?
I don't believe that it's a rumor, and I do believe a lot of innocent lives will be in grave danger if you don't heed this warning.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you. I can't just pack up for the day. I tell you, we got orders. I don't know. This just doesn't make sense to me. Who's even gonna? Why are they gonna? Who's attacking a lumber camp?
Inget, while this is happening, is gonna slowly and sneakily make his way around, to be sort of out of sight. If there's a building or something, he can duck near.
Yeah.
And he's gonna grab some kindling and cast Burning Hands.
Okay.
On it.
I had the same
definitely
idea.
gonna want a stealth check. Definitely gonna want a stealth check.
Well, that's a dirty 20. Thank you very much. Rolled a 19. I only have 1 in stealth.
All right. You sneak away as this guy's talking. He's like, "Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know you. You come in and tell me I gotta stop. I can pack up and go home. Come on now. This is kind of ridiculous. Who's gonna attack the lumber camp? Who even cares?" Inget, you sneak away. There's plenty of wood all around.
Yeah, he's gonna pull out one of his rubies and then just near one to start a little spike. A spark.
There's a flame.
As soon as it starts going, I'm burning spells, but I'm also gonna cast Gust of Wind.
Oh no!
It's just to increase the smoke.
I'm gonna burn the whole place down.
Oh. I'm gonna sage the whole place.
Excuse me, sir. You need to flee. From who? From us.
From us. We're the ones.
You need to get out of camp because we are actually attacking the camp. We are attacking the camp is what I wanted
happening.
to say. Sir, please.
Inget is a double agent. I've been iron the whole time.
He got 2 into the deception.
I'm here for that, actually.
I'll tell you what, just to see how does this fire grow out of control? I would like you to roll damage for your burning hands.
Great, okay.
Yeah, how big this burst of flames is.
Let me just pull that up real quick, because I don't remember what the damage
I'm
is.
actually very excited for this.
Okay. Ray of Frost, not Ray of Frost, Burning Hands. 2d6 fire damage. That's fine.
Yeah.
A 3. So that's a 2
3.
and a 1.
Okay. So basically you just catch the kindling. It's a very controlled little burst. You're trying not to burn the whole camp down. You've got this burning little campfire essentially within about a minute. And the fresh cut lumber is a lot of resin in there. It's giving off this smoke. billowing clouds of it. And before you even get to the part where you start casting gusts of wind around,
Inget gets a little too into it. He's like, ooh,
yeah.
ooh.
Waverly, you're starting to smell smoke. And this guy's like, what is that? He looks over, he sees smoke coming up from behind one of the bunkhouses. Oh, God, I told him to stop smoking the pipes behind the... Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
He rushes over. He's like, hold on a minute. He goes over. There's this well nearby. He rushes over. People are starting to scramble. They're noticing what's happening. What do you guys... Is anybody else doing anything during this process?
I will say, as soon as... Oh, no, okay. Inget's just going to stay.
No, you got something. Go for it. Let's tell me where this goes.
Yeah, well, he's gonna throw down the. Well, it's on fire, so he's not longer holding the kindling.
Right.
And he's just gonna come running around the corner, screaming fire!
Fire! As you're screaming fire, roll me. Let's call it intimidation or deception. I'll let you choose.
It's equally bad. Let's do it. A 12.
12. Okay. You're like running out from behind the building yelling fire and everybody, like, people are noticing this, but you don't see like this like mass panic. People are like, what in, like, nobody has any idea what to make of this. They're basically looking at Inget like he's just this total crazy person running around like just yelling. Oh, there's this like, this is a little bit of smoke. I mean, this doesn't look like a raging inferno. It's like there's some smoke rising, and the foreman he's grabbing this bucket of water and rushing behind, and it is at about that time when there is a horn, a blast like a hunting horn that sounds through the wood, and almost immediately from the other end of the camp, you hear shouts of alarm, panic, and pain. Much the reaction Inget seemed to be trying to create, but as you see flashes of firelight illuminating through the trees on the opposite end of the camp, you realize those are real fires. And that is a big problem, as monstrous howls add to this sudden spark of chaos. It is very quickly apparent that the camp is currently, immediately, under attack. But before you can rush forward to help the loggers on the other side of the camp, a dwarf steps out from some of the surrounding trees, pointing at the group of you with a flaming dagger in one hand and a wild light in his eyes. Hanging against his chest is the clearly recognizable unholy symbol of Lamashtu. And it is time to roll initiative once again. Oh, goodness.
I don't want to go first.
I don't wanna. You can always delay.
27.
27. Waverly, you were on it.
A 12 for Inget. Not as on it.
24.
13.
24 was Gristle.
Yes.
13 was Inget.
What did I say?
12.
12.
12. Okay.
Thank you. How quickly it leaves.
Yo, Keithy, what do you add? What's your initiative bonus?
Well, since I was stealthing, I got to roll my
11.
stealth for initiative
Yeah.
as part of the rogue thing.
Yep. Right. I'm saying, what is the number that, like, what was the bonus that you added to your? So it was like plus 11 is your bonus or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and we all get plus something because of scouting, or does it not count anymore?
Yeah, +1 for
Plus
that's right.
one.
+1 because you had some scouting going on. I'll let that carry over. So that'll bump you all up a little bit. Where is my other guy? Waverly, you are first to react. You know, danger has come. The warning came at almost the exact moment of the attack. Perhaps your wariness in moving forward caused the warning to come just a moment too late.
All right.
Before you had us roll initiative, I was going to say that Waverly went with the dude to go help get water from the well. So since I didn't say that, I'm just going to hold my action and not go first.
Oh. Okay. Sure. You can always delay. Delaying is always an option.
I'm gonna delay and then I'll figure out where I want to go.
That's right. You tell me when your turn is. Gristle. Gristle, that makes it your turn.
Yeah, so I was stealthing this whole time and was not actually actively with everyone doing this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But I do see danger, and I do see this guy who has worked clearly. This time, it's very clear as the bad guy. I'm not unsure.
Yeah.
So I kind of
he's bad guy. He's a bad guy.
I roll out of the bush that I was stealthing in.
Yeah.
You there! Are you the ones attacking these innocent people?
He's got this flaming dagger in his hand. He's like,
you look super evil. I'm just checking. It's a new thing we're trying.
Yes, definitely. Yes, I'm definitely attacking everybody here. Starting with you.
Okay, what is your goal? Never mind. All right, trying to do some talkies. It's fine. I would like to do a power attack.
You want to rush up to this guy?
A power attack, and then try to do an intimidating strike after that.
Sure. I mean,
can I do this?
Obviously you had your weapon drawn already.
Oh yeah.
It's
fine. Right? Yeah.
It's one of those things that obviously. You got it wrong.
Did I say I put it back?
I'm gonna give it to you.
I mean, what I put.
You gotta rush up to this guy. You gotta rush up to this guy. But
all right, I try.
Take an action to move up to this guy. You strike him.
That is a 25 to hit for the power attack.
25. This guy. Oh man. He was lying. He was actually a good guy, and you've struck an innocent dwarf now. How dare you? Yeah. Go ahead and deal your damage.
So that's an 11 plus 11 is 22 plus strength is 25 total.
25 points of damage.
Wow.
Why would you do this to me?
He was clearly evil and said he was.
Oh.
If I'm missing something, I don't know what else I could have done.
Mind controlled, and he was just an innocent pawn in all of this. Oh, now he's bleeding from the vicious wounds.
I had no other skills except for hitting, so.
That's all I could do. I only know death.
And
you
then,
do have a third action.
I do have a third action. I would like to try to do an intimidating strike. It says, make a melee strike. If you hit, then the target gains a frightened 1 condition or 2 if it's critical. Okay. So to hit, that is 27 to hit. Probably hits.
Oh yeah, probably hits.
And that is an 8 damage. And then he gains the frightened condition. Is that a critical hit or just a regular?
It's a regular hit.
Okay, so he gets the plus frightened 1 condition.
Frightened 1. He's going to take a -1 penalty to just about everything across the board, and his DCs go down by 1.
Yay.
If he were to say cast a spell.
Nice.
If he were to try to cast any spells, like he's hoping to do.
He is intimidated by my straightforwardness and asking him if he is evil or not.
He's like, well, yes, I am evil. Oh,
Maybe
no.
you're the bad guys.
But from my perspective, you're the evil. Well, no, wait. He's
No.
rethinking all of his life choices. It's his turn.
Oh.
And he takes a step back away from you. Frightened. Frightened 1 of Gristle. He raises this unholy symbol of Lamashtu and casts a spell upon you. The DC has been reduced by 1, but I do need you to still make a will save.
Well, that's some pretty good saving throws. Ooh, that is a 17. Too low.
No, I'm afraid that is not going to do it.
Oh, I already died once today.
Failed. As he issues a single sharp command. In the name of the Mother of Monsters, drop your weapon. Which you must do as your next action.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Must drop your weapon as your next action.
I'll do it in a minute. I yell back.
Yeah, that's 6 seconds, and then I'll do that. All right. All right. That was a 2-action spell, and he took a step back away from you to do it. So those are all 3 of his actions. Fee, you're up next, my friend.
Right. So they have not. Well, they did. They just went. They did the spell.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take some pot shots with my short bow.
Yeah, why not?
It's easy. I don't want to get close. They're saying weird stuff to Gristle. I don't know. I'm not fan of that.
I will say that you are currently, because you were stealthing, and your stealth check was high enough that you are still undetected as of the moment. So you are still, he's still going to be flat-footed to you, and you're still going to get that sneak attack bonus if you hit.
Perfect. All right. So that's 21.
21, because he's flat-footed, is going to do it.
Yes.
Roll damage.
All right. The fact that you said because he's flat-footed is what scares me.
Yeah.
These guys are tough. We're in the big leagues now.
For 9 points of piercing.
Nice.
9 piercing damage. Ooh, arrow strikes true. Right after he commands Gristle to drop her sword. He's got an arrow sprouting from his chest. That was 1 action from you.
Another action to shoot.
Yeah.
Damn, why not? That's a nat 1.
Oh no! Arrow just like thunks into a tree as some one of these lumberjacks is running by, almost striking him in the face, but narrowly avoids a disaster.
Third action, just trying to move somewhere that would provide me some cover in like the brush or behind a barn or something.
Sure.
Kinda like
You
the
can
blind
move,
side.
if you want to maintain stealth, you can basically move half your speed and roll a stealth check during that movement. And
do that.
you succeed, then you'll be hidden at the end of your movement behind some cover.
All right. So that's a 24 for stealth.
Sure. Yeah.
Dope.
This guy does seem to be pretty savvy, and he spots you as you're moving. So you are no longer hidden from him, but he's also pretty savvy. He's got a really high perception.
Savvy.
It'd be tricky to get one by this guy.
Perfect. Easy. That's my turn.
After that third action, it would be Ingot's turn.
Mm-hmm.
But you know who else can stealth?
No.
Another one of these Leadbuster lads.
I didn't see it coming.
You didn't see it coming from somewhere in the brush.
Crap.
You guys hear this click, and a crossbow bolt comes whizzing out of nowhere, right at Ingot. Ingot, you are flat-footed against this attack. Oh no, and my die is everywhere. That is going to be against flat-footed, not a great roll.
Does it beat a 16?
16.
Ah! That hits.
I gets ya. I'm gonna roll my regular damage and a little thing I like to call sneak attack damage.
No!
Oh.
Because you're flat-footed. Oh man, this guy shoots you. You didn't see it coming. Hits you right in the side, right under your rib cage.
Oh no.
Incredibly painful. You take 13 points of piercing damage. Now I am also going to try to re-hide myself to maintain that stealth. This guy, once again, now there is a set DC to notice this guy as he moves stealthily through the brush. You guys hear some shifting. You hear like this little high-pitched giggle as Ingot cries out in pain. Now, if you want to find this guy, he is stealthed again, so there is a DC that you have to beat with a perception check. You can take 1 action to seek out. You know there's somebody out there, so you can now use perception checks to try to seek this person out and find them. That is all I'm gonna do. So we go to Ingot. It's your turn. You got a crossbow bolt in your side.
So
you hear this high-pitched laughter as some scamp gets you.
Scamp. So Ingot has been on a singular mission though. As soon as like things started going down, I'm gonna take one action to move, and I see him. You can really see him focusing as he's trying to activate this new spell. So you see him taking stances and switching these stances as his robes sort of swish around, and you see his nails as they clack together. They start sparking red, and he's gonna make his way behind Gristle. And then use the other 2 actions to plant his hands on her back. And as he does, you can see that there's like heat glowing, and this heat radiates out from these handprints and goes all over Gristle's body. Gristle, it feels like a warm hug that's surrounding you, and you are now resistant to fire.
Hey!
Yay! I'm
For
a little
10
scared
minutes?
and a little warm.
Yeah. You take 5 less damage to any fire damage.
Nice. This guy does have a flaming dagger in his hand, so that could come in handy. Resist fire 5. Excellent use of a new spell. I love it.
And then Ingot takes a look at the crossbow bolt.
Oh, yes. No good. No good. We go to the top of the Waverly. This is the end of the round. You have yet to go. Do you want to go, or do you want to be back at the top of the next round in your regular turn?
I will be at the top. Yeah.
It doesn't. It's a weird thing where like it kind of doesn't technically matter, but it does technically, because like, are you acting in the first round, or are you gonna act for the first time in the second round? There's certain things that could matter for that, but
I'll act for the first time in the second round.
all right. Well, we at the top of the second round officially then, and it is your turn. You see this dwarf. You see a crossbow bolt come out of nowhere and hit Ingot. You don't know where this guy is who's shooting. What's happening?
I see this guy tell Gristle to drop her sword, and she's, you know, and so Waverly is gonna look at him and say, excuse you, that is not very nice. Why don't you drop your sword? And I'm gonna cast command at him.
Are you gonna revenge command me?
Yeah.
I hate it.
I hope it works.
Yeah.
I will say this guy's got a strong will. He might be in the same business you are, Waverly. Just on the opposite end of the spectrum.
Evil.
Evil cleric.
Roll
with
a
a
1.
14 on the die and a strong will save, 28 total.
Dang! All right, well, it's not a critical success, but you're unaffected.
Unaffected. You're like, drop your sword. He looks at you and says, no!
Good point.
And then I raise my shield.
All right, shields up. You got to try sometimes. Those spells, you know, sometimes they're really effective when they're effective. You got to just kind of throw caution in the wind and cast them. See what happens. Gristle, it is your turn. The first thing you must do is spend one action dropping your sword.
Why is it an action to drop it when if I was just dropping it regularly, was it an action?
It's the
Okay, I'm
penalty
just-
from the
Creature,
spell.
the spell command says the creature
Okay.
must use a single action to do as you command. That's just the way it works. I know that dropping is typically a free action. I'm just reading the rules of the game. That's all,
Okay,
that's all I can do.
I have learned some things about Pathfinder, so I have to question it now that I am an intermediate
I understand.
player.
I get it.
Okay, that's fine. So that means I have 2 actions left, so I will. Well, gosh, I kind of need it, don't I?
Yeah, that's what
I do that cool thing where I use my foot to like kick it into my hand. Like I pick it off the ground with my foot and like I toss it into my hand and catch it.
Yeah, it's super cool.
That's
Still
a whole
costs one action.
It's a whole action, so I might as well make it fancy.
Yeah.
And I say, come again, and then I hit him. With
Yeah,
a regular
You have
hit.
to step. He stepped back away from you.
No,
So you have to
come
step
on.
up to him. Yes, I'm using my 3 actions
Is there a way to-
tactically.
Hey,
Not
I
getting
wish
up
there
in
was a way to
Grizzle's
get around
business.
that. Is there a way to get around that?
You throw your sword at him. Be an improvised weapon.
Sorry.
Don't
Um,
do it. That's
I-
a trap.
I know. 'Cause I think it's the whole
That's a
thing.
gym
Nothing
trap.
bad would ever happen if you
That
throw that
has
sword
gym trap
into the
written
brush
Can I
forever.
instead try to use my perception to see where the hidden guy is and point him out to people
Good.
if I find him?
You can do that. Is that an instead of doing something else? Or are you doing that
Ins-
as your third action?
That would be my last action, doing that.
Sure. Yes, that's a fantastic use of your action. Make a perception check.
Good call.
That's 22.
Hi, Matt.
Yeah. You see this guy
Okay.
hiding in the brush. Looks like he's lining up another shot. Looks like he's gonna try to go for Ingot again. He's just gonna try to kill Ingot. You see him.
I point my sword at him. Hidden one over there. Get him. Gonna get him. Pointing.
I will say that pointing him out, anybody else who wants to seek to actually see this guy will get a +2 bonus on their perception check to spot him, because because Gristle is pointing the way. But you see him now, and he is no longer hidden to you. You've got a beat on him.
That's my whole turn.
Yeah, I love it. It was a tough position you were in with that command, but you still made a good use of your turn. It is now my turn again. This guy raises up the holy symbol and casts another spell. This one is very familiar. Even though the words of the chant are a little bit different, you see he levels his hands in like a fan position right at Ingot and Gristle, who are standing there next to each other, and unleashes a blast of burning hands.
To be fair, Ingot is behind Gristle, if that's any sort of protection.
No.
Eat like what?
No.
Just roll a
I'm
reflex
fire
save.
resistant. So
Right.
like a shield.
Yes, you
Yeah.
are resistant, so you will actually take less
With
fire
my
damage.
armor.
So remember that.
Alright. We tried our best.
Yeah.
I guess fire can move around people.
I guess.
Guess magic can move around, right?
Oh, what are we looking at?
Reflex save.
Reflex?
Reflex.
17. 6 is 23.
23 is a success.
Woo!
Half damage for Ingot.
15.
15 is a failure. Full damage for Gristle,
Fine.
but remember, you are going to reduce it by 5 no matter what. The total was 10 points of fire damage.
Nice.
So you both actually end up taking 5.
Yeah.
That's the first time he damaged me, right? He didn't damage me that first time around.
He did not. He commanded you
He just
last
commanded.
turn.
Yeah.
Just checking.
So he spends 2 actions doing that. Then he uses his 3rd action to run over by Waverly. Get
He's
right
out
up
of melee with me.
he was not in melee with you to begin with because he had taken a step back away from you.
Oh.
That's right.
So
But-
he rushes over now to Waverly and is now right up in Waverly's business with this dagger flames wreathing around the blade, waving it in your face. Like, when I have another action, I'm gonna stick you with this dagger.
Goodness gracious. Call him out.
That's all his actions. V, it's up to you, my friend.
I'm going to try to figure out where the hidden one is.
Sure. Make sure you add an additional +2 bonus because you've got Gristle calling out directions.
Excellent. Okay.
Sneak attack attack.
Attack the sneak.
A sniper battle at that point.
Oh.
Yeah, does it feel like we're all...
With the +2.
What was that?
18 total.
18 total. You're looking over there. There's a lot going on. People are rushing past, obscuring your line of sight, and then you thought you had him, but then you lose him. You currently don't see him. Now, what you can do is you can use. So it's basically one action, but you can just try again if you want, and there's no like penalty to that. You'll still carry the same bonus for Gristle helping you out.
Let's do it.
Sure.
It's 20 total.
20 total. This time, you're able to catch sight of this guy. It looks like he's lining up a bead on Gristle or Ingot. I'm messing everybody's names up today.
That's all good.
Wow, big time. He's lining a bead up on Ingot, but you spot him. You see him. You have one action left.
Take a
So you're gonna
shot.
snipe the sniper.
Yes.
All right.
That's not great. That's 17.
17, but he does not spot you.
Yeah.
So he's flat-footed. And a 17, while he's flat-footed, is a hit.
Yeah!
Take it. So that is 8 points of piercing damage.
Did you add your sneak attack to that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep,
8
because
points of
it's the D6 for the short bow and the other D6 for the sneak attack.
Yep, I gotcha. Only because, and I might be misremembering rules, but I know that by 3rd level, a rogue is at 2d6 for that sneak attack. I'm wondering if it's the same thing in 2nd edition, and maybe you get an extra damage die there.
No, it's 5th level.
5th level?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little bit higher.
Yikes.
I don't need it.
Yikes. Either way, a solid hit. This guy takes an arrow as he's trying to get a bead on your friend. Ow! Perhaps that was enough to knock him, to knock his shot off. Doesn't take him down.
Cool.
Maybe
Now
it's
I know what
distracted.
he is, though.
Ingot,
Monster.
we have come to your turn
Oh, good. Okay.
in these troubled times.
So Ingot is going to take a step or move actually away from like the combat that's happening, just to be in to seek cover, and then he's going to start doing protective energy.
Yeah.
Or sorry, protective ward.
Plenty of cover around, so you put some stuff between you and your enemies.
And for the 3rd action, I would like to raise Ingot's magical shield in front of him as well for the cantrip.
I see.
Ooh, wait.
You are going to get, for you dive behind some cover. That's going to give you a +2 bonus to your AC. You find some standard cover. It's going to give you +2 bonus to your AC, plus your shield, which is going to give you an additional +1. And did you have a 3rd thing that was
Protective
active?
ward is
Protective
+1.
ward. So yeah, so that's a +4 to your AC.
Ingot got caught flat-footed. Not again.
Not gonna happen again. Never again, says
Never
Ingot.
again.
All right, that's a good use of your turn. Can't complain about that. Waverly, we're back at the top of the 3rd round now. You've got this guy standing there, waving a dagger in your face. What are you gonna do about it?
And I learned my lesson from his buddy earlier, so I'm going to take a 5-foot step, and then I am going to cast a sound burst at him.
A sound burst. I don't like it.
Yes.
I don't like it.
You get a fortitude
that's a
save.
fortitude save, huh?
And
See
I
how
want
he
you
does
to
on the
roll
fortitude
very badly,
save.
please.
Not very badly, but also not very good. 17 total.
Okay, that is a failure, but not a critical failure.
Ah.
But that's fine, because a failure is great. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna take this damage, which is 8 plus 5. 13.
13
And
points of damage.
You're gonna be deafened for 1 round.
Ooh.
Nice.
Can't hear anything. You burst his eardrums.
Yeah.
-2 penalty to perception checks. If I perform an action with the auditory trait, I have to succeed on a DC 5 flat check.
Whoa.
The action is lost.
Oh wait, DC 5.
Yeah. Ugh. It's rough. It's rough. I don't like it. Don't like it at all. I believe step away, then 2 action spell. This guy's not looking good. But we do move on from Waverly's excellent turn to Gristle's turn. Gristle, all 3 actions are your own.
Is the one who was doing stealth closer to me than the guy with the fire knife?
You would use 1 action to get to either one of them.
I go back to fire knife guy.
And
Fire
now
knife guy.
you could be what's it called, flanking.
Yeah, you can get into flanking. No, because Waverly stepped away from him. So she can't.
Almost. That's fine. I
Almost, though, yes.
step up to the fire knife person, and I want to do. I'd like to do a power attack and try to do intimidating strike. Just
They are
power attack.
separate actions.
Just power attack. Sorry.
Yeah.
I do the thing. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, that gets him.
And that's, oh yeah! 12 plus 7 is 19 plus 3 is 22 total.
Cool. Okay, yeah, you a big overhand power attack chop right into the top of this guy's skull. Blood just everywhere. He can't even hear you coming. He's deafened by that blast of sound from Waverly's spell.
Good
Pull
team
the
up,
sword out.
Waverly.
Turns around and he's waving his dagger around like, I didn't even get to stab you with my dagger. Falls over. He's dead.
Hey.
Dead. He was innocent.
Do that, Jim
I
Jam.
maintain that. No. He's dead.
This whole team is about like 2 moves away from becoming just total mass murderers and just killing the whole village.
It would be his turn, but he has been cruelly slain by Gristle, so we move on to Thee's turn. You've got this guy hidden in the bushes, spotted. I feel like we skipped his turn last turn, too.
I think so too, but I
He's at
didn't
the
say
top.
anything.
Yeah, I know. We skipped his turn. He didn't even get that second shot. Ugh. I guess that means that I win.
No.
Because you've all cheated.
No.
You've all cheated, so I win Pathfinder.
That checks out.
We'll just move along. I didn't take the turn. I'm the game master. I'm responsible for these things. We'll say he was frozen in fear after getting hit by that last sneak attack. He didn't expect to be sniped while he was sniping. So, Thea, it is your turn. What do you do?
So is he within 30 feet, would you say?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna drop my short bow and just run to him.
Run it
and-
straight at him.
Yep, try to stab with the short sword.
Sure. Quick draw on that blade, jabbing it into him while he's standing there. He turns just at the last minute, now seeing you. He's like, no, no, don't do it. I'm innocent, like my brother.
That's 28.
Wow. Thea just comes from the shadows like, whoa.
Okie dokie. As a reaction, he's barely at the last moment sees you coming. And you've seen people do this dirty street fighting tactics. You know exactly how this guy fights. He uses a reaction to try to nimbly dodge out of the way, increasing his armor class by 2. All that accomplishes for me is taking a critical hit to a regular hit. You still definitely get him for sure.
Question.
But
Is the magic blade a +1 or is it just magic?
I believe the spark blade is a +1.
+1.
Then that would be a
It's going to
29.
give you a +1 to damage. 29, you say? Okay. Well, fine. I guess you get to keep this as a critical hit.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was a +1, so I just never asked until now.
I tried so hard. In the end, it didn't even matter.
Oh my god, how dare you. Love that song. Okay. That is 25 points
Okay.
damage.
Just rush up to this guy. He's like, and then just, short sword through the belly. He drops, bleeding everywhere,
Is he dying?
and then he dies.
I whisper in his ear, pacify before he dies.
Wow.
No, don't pacify me. No, don't pacify me.
He doesn't know our code words.
Yeah.
He's dead. His brother's dead. As you're looking around,
Oh.
you see that the lumberjacks, they fought well.
Oh,
Fight
good.
off the monsters. You've repelled the attack with these 2 dwarves dead. Soon, many of the hellhounds just like they almost like dissolve out of existence. Some of the other
That's
lesser monsters are driven back by the axe-wielding lumberjacks. And now, the camp's quiet. What do you do?
We should probably still put these fires out, huh? Who did that? And Ingot will go to get a bucket.
Yeah, go help.
In the meantime, all of the bunkhouses have burned to the ground.
No!
Ash, no. It's only been like 12 seconds. So, and more than that, but not by much.
My
you
fire
put out
is
the
too
fires very
powerful.
Too powerful. You put out the fires, and many of the other ones that started up from the Hellhounds that were driven back by the lumberjacks, and apparently after perhaps because of the death of these Leadbuster lads, they're just like gone. A lot of the other lumberjacks are wounded, but it doesn't look like anybody else died. They fought well. Moments later, the foreman comes up to a lot of you and is like, I'm really sorry. I guess you were right. I guess we have you to thank for our lives.
The monster hunters and helpers and a healer.
But we
TBA.
don't help the monsters.
Yeah. Were you able to save anything in your camp? I mean,
Well, indeed. Everything, just looking around, looks like the attack was pretty handily repelled.
Oh.
It looks like thanks to your quick action, and because you had delivered that split-second warning, perhaps you were the reason that things turned out okay. You shudder to think what could have happened if you hadn't arrived. Thank you for shuddering. In real
No
life.
problem.
Appreciate it.
I thought about it.
well, we are always at your service, and quite frankly, this group behind this attack is among a bunch of other terrible things that have been happening in this town for quite some time, so we're trying to eliminate them as best we can.
Your lumberjacks fought well.
Well, I think they were really inspired by what they saw from you. You are quite skilled in what you do. I guess we should have known to listen to you.
This
How
cult
did you
of
know that this attack was coming?
We've been following this cult of Lamashtu for some time, and it seems to have led us here. There may come a time when we may call upon you to bring up arms. If that is the case, we may need you to help us in combat.
I mean, we're sure. I guess we'll all be warrior lumberjacks now.
And your
roaming the
axe.
forest, slaying monsters and trees, and monstrous trees.
That's a great name.
For your
Yes.
group that you will form adventurers. Listen, it's not easy. But we all must do our part, if needed, to defeat, I guess, evil.
These guys did look pretty innocent at first. Are we sure they were evil? Could have all been a simple misunderstanding. I shudder to think what, and he shudders in real life. Oh no. I shudder to think what would happen if we killed innocent people. I'm not quite certain.
Oh no, they said they were evil. They said it out loud, pretty succinct wording.
Thought we
What
were
if they were under some kind of mind control, being forced to say that?
Well,
Yep.
it was said to us that this could be removing competition. Is there another logging business that might have hired the Leadbuster lads?
The Leadbuster lads, is that what they were calling themselves? Yeah, we'd actually heard that there was a concern that had moved into the area, but we didn't. I mean, certainly, I can't believe they would go to this length.
Maybe believe it.
What are they called?
We'll believe it. Now. This could have been all of them. I mean, it's like two I know is where do these monsters come from? Any sense? It's too much. It's too much for my simple lumberjack mind.
Do you know what
Maybe I'm
this
not
other
cut out
group-
for this warrior business.
Do you know what this other group is called?
Well, that with the Leadbuster lads, like, we know that they were We thought they were just. We knew that they wanted to start up a business in the area. We didn't think that they also meant that they were going to destroy everybody else who was in the area to give themselves a monopoly. That seems quite extreme.
Well, we believe that members of that group are followers of long story, basically, a god who really just doesn't want anything to exist nicely and wants to destroy everything. So that could be why they're extra violent, trying to obtain their goals. But there's something bigger going on here. I don't know what it is. That's sort of a Waverly ingot thing. I just fight. But we will be there to protect this town if we need to. Just take care of your people and, I don't know, maybe just be very careful for the next few days until we figure out what's going on here.
Will do. Thank you for your assistance. Perhaps we will actually abandon the camp for a day or two. Just lie low. Might be the safest option. And he leaves you to begin, making sure everybody's okay, doing head counts, securing equipment, and shouting orders, perhaps to pack up and head back into the town to hunker down for a day or two, leaving you alone with these 2 dead dwarves.
Can we search the bodies for clues?
No. Yes, you can. Of course you can. You can do anything your imagination tells you, including searching these dead innocent dwarves.
I find an instant fortress.
Weird.
No. No, you don't. The guy is stabbed. He didn't have a whole lot. He's got a hand crossbow, a rapier, which he never got to use, and some leather armor. Not a whole lot on him. The other guy with the once flaming dagger, has a dagger. It is magical. It has a rune. It's a +1 dagger. You recognize that rune at this point. He's wearing half plate. He's got an unholy symbol of Lamashtu and a scroll with the spell Magic Weapon. As you're digging through his pack, you also note that among the various treasures I've described is a folded map protected from the copious spilled blood by a simple brass map case. Pull it out of the case, start to examine it. See, it's been heavily marked. The logging camp is circled. Logger movements tracked by dotted lines. Plans of attack outlined with arrows on this map. But you also notice there's another location marked. A location that you nearly passed by on your way to the camp. It's a place called Maunder Castle. Perhaps another link in the chain towards rooting out this cult. Maybe at Maunder Castle, you will finally be able to put an end to the darkness that plagues Otari. But we won't find out until next week. Because we're done for tonight. We're done for tonight. Congratulations, you stopped the attack on Engelholds lumber camp. I applaud you for it.
Yay.
I gave you a hard time the whole way through. You survived that as well.
Yeah.
I applaud you for. You kept your horse alive despite my sincere attempt. Kill it.
Why would you do this thing? It's fine, he went home.
He went home and didn't encounter any dangers along the road.
Didn't, because he didn't have to roll for it. It's fine.
Nope.
He will be fine. He will be fine. Everybody, thank you for joining us. This has been Troubles in Otari. We have 1 episode left.
Only one?
Just 1. The grand finale. It's going live next week at 6 p.m. Pacific, Wednesday night, right here, twitch.tv/official Paizo. I'm excited, but also sad. I'm sad-sided. It's been a good time. Thank you all for playing with me, even though I do give you a hard time. Thank all of you out there for watching us, for watching me give these guys a hard time. Big thank you to Paizo for creating this amazing game that we get to play on their channel. We will see you next time. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.